intriguing today. Of course, last time these two met, Ryder Hoax had a bit of a quiet game. Can he get started early here tonight? Going to start onto their own 40-yard line.
Hooks will take it for about 8 yards. We apologize. Not quite sure what's going on with our camera. Working on getting it fixed right now, so we will go radio for just a moment.
Nice run there on first down for East, just picking up 6 yards, and you just got to get that momentum going here early in this game. Here we go, 2nd down and 4.
Camera is up again. Hooks will be short of the first down. It'll bring up a quick 3rd down. And coming into this game, like you said, last game, 14-7, East eked out a victory over Oak Hills. It's now a 3rd down and 3. And one of the major points in that game was Oak Hills was able to shut down Ryder Hooks completely. Only had 34 yards on the ground. That Oak Hills front D-line dominated East's O-line. Definitely want to get outside of the hash marks if you're Ryder Hooks in this East offense. Don't want to just try and punch it up the middle every time. Fake to give the Hooks. Go outside to Jaden Say. They love this screen pass. Say will pick up a 1st down. East is already past the 50. It'll be East's first down of the game. And a nice catch from Jaden Say.
Great concept there. Just a short screen picking up that 1st down. I mean, last time it was just East couldn't really get anything going. They did pick off Schreiber 3 times, but only scored 14 points, so you really need to get it going early here today.
And 7 of those points were from Carson Schroyer as Hooks breaks it to the outside, breaks the tackle. Flag is down. Pick up about 7 yards, but we'll have to see what the flag is. Came in very late. Signaling holding on East.
Just not what you want early here in this game. Can't have those kinds of penalties, but just what you expected in this kind of defensive matchup. Both of these defenses have been incredible.
That'll be holding on the offense. Calvin Woody, the right tackle. So it'll back East up 10 yards. It'll be 1st down and 20 now.
Just a bit of an uncharacteristic mistake there by East. They've been really disciplined recently. You just don't see that out of them much here. And this is going to be a pretty interesting series here. 20 yards, not going to be easy to pick up again. But so far, this offense has been moving downfield pretty well. Already got past the 50, so got 3 plays here. Try to pick up a 1st down, see what they can do.
Hard to think they're going to keep the ball out of the hands of Ryder Hooks. Definitely want to get them the ball as much as they can, as they do right here. Tries to hurdle through tacklers, but like I said, this Oak Hills defense, no joke, especially that front 4 that they got down there. Hooks is only going to be able to pick up a couple. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 18.
I mean, Oak Hills, Max Rhodes has been the guy on their defense this year so far. And he did get injured late in the season, one of the reasons why they went on that losing streak. But he was the heart of this defense. He had a great game against East last time these two matched up.
Knutz is going to fire it to Chris Boyer, who gets hit hard. Flags are going to fly, and Boyer is still down. Might have to step away for just a moment. Boyer looks to be in a lot of pain. That was a huge hit, but definitely could be targeting on Oak Hills. We're going to step away for just a moment.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart-pounding plays, and what to watch as the playoffs approach. Let's dive in. First in, Friday night's Gridiron Showdown, Lakota East versus Middletown. The Thunderhawks struggled to get the offense going, falling 27-6 to the Middies. With the loss, the Hawks advanced to 4-3 on the season. Defensively,
We welcome you back now into the Hawks' nest. Chris Boyer took a hard hit on that last play, but he was able to get up himself. His helmet is currently off, getting some water on the sidelines. Hopefully he can return soon. Definitely got the wind knocked out of him, though, as that was a hard hit put on from Jay-Sean Dorsey. But it was a personal foul, so East will get pushed forward 15 yards. Second down still, though. They'll give it to Ryder Hooks. Tries to bounce it to the outside, but hits a wall of Oak Hill's defenders and goes absolutely nowhere. Refs still haven't blown the whistle.
Looked like there was a flag on the play there. Let's see what this is.
Wonder what this flag's going to be on. The refs took a long time to blow the whistle. Would hate to see holding again. It'll be a face mask on the defense. So it is a 5-yard penalty, but East will get a free first down, so that will move the chains.
Just some costly penalties here early in the game by Oak Hills. You got to stay disciplined. You can't give up free yardage to an offense that's just been soaring down the field recently. And East already on about the 35-yard line here, so good field position and a fresh set of downs. So
we'll have to see what they do with this. Knutson will bobble the snap a little bit, fires it out, and caught on the sidelines by Chris Boyer, who's already back into the game and making big catches. That'll be a first down for East.
Really glad to see Boyer up and running, and a nice catch there for a first down. He took a huge hit earlier. So East spreading the football around evenly. They've been able to run and pass here. Oh, and a fumble.
Hooks is going to have to fall on it. Oak Hill says they have it. And they do. So 2 bobbled snaps in a row. One by Knutson. This time it's Ryder Hooks. And Oak Hills and Lincoln Schreiber are going to take over.
Just not what you want there for East. Started moving the ball downfield, and turnovers, just an issue. You cannot turn the ball over with momentum. Saw it in the last game. That's why I only scored 21 combined points. Of course, Oak Hills threw 3 interceptions, but these are just 2 incredible defenses here tonight, so you're expecting to see a lot of these kinds of plays. But let's see if Oak Hills can get something moving tonight. They did not have a great game last time they matched up against Lakota East. Schreiber's going to need to have a better night if they want a chance here.
And Schreiber's going to take it himself and just find East defenders for a gain of nothing. Schreiber, 4th in the GMC in passing yards. He's had a nice year. Completes about 56.9% of his passes. He's thrown 11 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. 3 of them were against East in that second game of the season. Last week, he threw 2 picks against Fairfield and only completed 11 out of 21 of his passes. They've been on a 3-game losing streak. They got shut out last week. Huge opportunity for East to play a really nice game defensively. Hopefully get ready for St. X. This defense going to have to respond, though, after that fumble by Ryder Hooks. Nice job on first down. I'll have to see what they do on second.
Oak Hills has just been really confusing this year. Their offense has been on and off. They need to get going here today early.
Schreiber has a lot of time. I'm going to fire deep down the field, and Cordell Ball is wide open. Leverett can't catch up to him, and it is a quick touchdown for Oak Hills.
What a throw there by Schreiber. He just stood back there and delivered a bomb down the field. And Oak Hills, what a start here on offense for a team that got completely shut down the last time that they played Lakota East. And Schreiber getting a bit of that confidence back.
Yeah, he's starting the game in dramatic fashion. I mean, 2 plays, long touchdown. East looking a little shell-shocked right now. You knew Oak Hills was no joke. Despite their record, they've had games where they've looked like one of the best teams in the GMC, and I don't say that lightly. They took Princeton toe for toe till the very end. There will be a flag on the extra point, so we'll push Oak Hills up more. A lot of Oak Hills players fired up right now. They will elect to just kick it again.
Just some costly plays for East here. I mean, that was, you just can't have these kinds of penalties early in the game here.
Hilsinger is almost perfect on extra points. He's only missed 1. That one is up and good. So it is an early 7-0 lead for Oak Hills as we'll step away for just a moment.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass.
We are back in the Hawks' nest. It was a long touchdown strike to Cordell Ball, the leader in the GMC in receiving yards. As just a sophomore, he's had an amazing year, already over 800 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns on 50 catches. Had an 8-catch performance last game out. Even though they weren't able to put up any points, he was one of their few bright spots on offense. You can see why he's the leader, man. He has that big play ability. He's a threat anytime he's on the field. East was able to contain him last time, but so far they have not been able to. A weird onside kick that time. It will not go far enough. On East to see Christopher Stowe went up and got that kick. The onside kick was not far enough yet, but decided to take some initiative and go up and get it. So East will start with the ball past the 50, hoping to not fumble this time out.
And just a really aggressive start here from Oak Hills early in this game. We just saw that pass deep downfield for a touchdown and 2 onside kicks to start off the game. We saw a bit of this from East last year. Attempted a lot of onside kicks, so Oak Hills not messing around today.
There'll be a screen pass out to Ryder Hooks, and Hooks cuts it upfield. Shoelace tackled, but it will be a first down, so East on the move once again. It's another first down for the Thunderhawks.
Great play design there by East, just trying to regain some of that momentum that we saw in the first drive that was kind of diminished by that fumble. So East, you really need to score here, try to tie this thing up. You cannot give Oak Hills any more juice.
Knutson under center now. We'll hand it off to Ryder Hooks, trying to follow his blockers. Flags fly once again. The refs have been very flag happy to start this game. A lot of flags been flying for both sides.
Look.
Be a sideline warning on East, so will not back the ball up anymore. If they do that again, they will be penalized.
Just some really undisciplined penalties here early in this game for East, and you got to wonder if it's just some of that early hangover from that West game last week, and you just gotta get going here. Can't have those kinds of penalties early in the game.
Stowe and McFarland will go out and block. Another flag flies as Ryder Hooks is hit right at the line of scrimmage.
So another penalty.
Evan Broninger came in on the tackle. But it is holding on the offense, so Oak Hills will accept. So instead of third down, it'll be second and long. A lot of mistakes early for this East team. They've had good field position, but again, the penalties have just plagued them.
Going to be interesting to see what East draws up on this 2nd down and 16. They're moving the ball really well, just penalties, costly penalties early here have really hindered their offense.
Knutson will fake the give this time and just dump it down to Carter Jones, who tries to make a man miss. But Sifo Mkwanazi was right there to make the tackle, and it'll be 3rd down and long now.
Going to be a rough 3rd down and 15 here, and you got to wonder if East might try pushing the ball downfield. Chris Boyer had a catch earlier. He got smoked also, but they need to respond here soon.
Knutson gonna fire too high for Chris Boyer. Would have been a 1st down if Knutson was able to put it on the money. Just too high for the 6'5" receiver, and East will elect to punt.
Great job by this Oak Hills defense here early in the game, just staying disciplined, not giving up those big plays. And they're going to get a chance to potentially go up 2 scores here. East defense is really going to need to tighten up. Cannot see a big play like that touchdown that they threw in their last drive. And it's a fake.
It'll be a fake punt. Gruber's trying to take it himself. He's not going to get there. Short of the 1st down. So maybe didn't want to risk a touchback. Thought they could get it. East being very aggressive early. But it will not matter as East does not get it. And Schreiber, fresh off a bomb to Cordell Ball, will go back out there on offense.
Really interesting to see just a completely different approach from what we saw the last time these two matched up. Both of these offenses coming out here trying to be aggressive. Of course, we've seen 2 onside kick attempts from Oak Hills and East with the fake punt here. So Oak Hills going to have some really good starting field position here. Let's see if their offense can keep rolling.
East defense going to have to show something. They're one of the best passing defenses in the GMC, but this Oak Hills team loves to sling the ball. They got playmakers, Aaron McFarland, Cordell Ball. Refs are still conversing with each other. East fans are happy. Believe it was actually a penalty. Oak Hills will get a sideline warning. But it'll also be a personal foul on Oak Hills. So East will stay out there on offense.
A huge
break for East.
Just a huge break for this Lakota East offense and a costly penalty for Oak Hills. Instead of getting the ball back on about your own 35-yard line, you're giving East a fresh set of downs. So East, let's see if they could take that and try to capitalize on this drive here.
Definitely feel like you have to. You got a break from the referees on that one. Knutson's going to drop back. Going to go to the end zone to Jaden Say, who is wide open and reels it in for the touchdown.
What a play by East there. Just taking that penalty, going straight down the field, being aggressive, and just exactly the type of response you want to see from this offense here. See if that can spark their defense. And East an extra point away from tying this game at 7-all. Already 7 points away from the total scoring that we saw last time these two matched up. So just a completely different narrative here.
High snap on the extra point does not matter. Fitzstevens remains perfect on the year. Boots another extra point through. This game is tied at 7 as we step away for just a moment. welcome you back after the short break. East is up, or no, tying with Oak Hills, 7-7. Still in the first quarter. 5 minutes, 27 seconds left. Not quite sure why our camera is so dark. We'll try to get that fixed with the lighting. But Fitzstevens will be set to kick it away. Both of these teams have traded touchdowns, both through the air. Knutsen's thrown one. Schreiber's thrown one. Jaden Say's caught one. Cordell Ball has caught one. Stevens will boot this one deep. It will not get to the end zone, so we will see a return. Aaron McFarland trying to return it. Aaron McFarland finds a crease. Jukes Jaden Say. McFarland down the sideline. Pushed out of bounds by Braxton Thurman. But Oak Hills will be set up in great field position after a really nice return from Aaron McFarland.
Great return by Aaron McFarland there. Just not giving up in the play, finding open space. And Oak Hills set up with some really good starting field position here. We saw them go right down the field last time they had the ball. That deep throw to Cordell Ball. And let's see what they get going here on this drive. So far, both of these offenses have just been incredible. This East defense really wanting to get back for that deep pass that they gave up on their last drive. Let's see what they get going here on first down.
You see Emmett Johnson back there in the backfield, was hurt for a duration of the year. They'll fake the give to him. Schreiber's going to look through again, being chased by Carson Schroyer. Carter Fosnoff trying to get to him, pushed out of bounds by Carson Schroyer. A flag will fly. Carson Schroyer was looking for a hold. We'll have to see what the call is. They're going to call holding on the offense, so back the ball up 10 yards. Good job by Carson Schroyer to kind of sell that. So take away the 5-yard run from Schreiber. They'll be pushed into their own territory.
A lot of flags being thrown here early in this game. Refs are very penalty happy today, but this just really shows you how great both of these defenses are here, forcing holding penalties, pushing each other back. And even though it's a 7-all ball game, these defenses are both incredible.
Get it out to Cooper Sweet. We'll get close to where they were before the holding call, but it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Cooper Sweet didn't start the year as who they thought was going to be their number 3 receiver, number 4 receiver. Brady Kornman was in that spot, but throughout the season he's proven himself. Just 5'8", 152 pounds, just a junior, but he's really shown this Oak Hills team what he can do. See him get the catch right there. Schreiber is going to throw a fade ball to Aaron McFarland. It's too far for McFarland. He beat Thurman in coverage, but just too far on the throw from Schreiber, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
And that's a pass that Schreiber's going to want back there, just a bit too far on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10. So they got back about 10 of those yards from the penalty on that first play here, but a really important 3rd down here. See if they could keep that offense moving. I'd say he'd be looking at Cordell Ball on this route here.
East crowd getting loud. Schreiber will throw a slant to Cordell Ball, but it'll be too high for number 1, and it'll bring up a 4th down. We'll have to see what Oak Hills wants to go for here. Obviously, it would be disappointing to punt, but it will look like they will trot out the punting unit.
Just a great job by this Lakota East defense. Of course, in the last drive, you gave up that long touchdown pass and then that deep return here. Just not giving up anything too big, and bend don't break mentality East has shown all year
Cornman will give it away with Max Rhodes being injured. Braxton Thurman's going to field it right at the 1 yard line. Braxton returned one last year. Braxton Thurman trying to break tackles, but wrapped up short of the 20-yard line as a flag flies once again.
Another penalty here.
They could
in
have
this
picked it up, though. Wasn't quite sure if it was. They are signaling it will be on East, so take away the return. Knutson and the rest of this East offense not going to be set up with great field position now. Shadow of their own goalpost.
Going to be interesting to see what East calls up here. Backed up way in their own side of the field. Scored a touchdown on their last drive, but so far, just a lot of penalties on both sides here. And you got to think they're going to try to get Ryder Hooks going here again.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to. Jaden Say's made some big plays these last couple of weeks. But I think when you have a Mr. Ohio candidate in your backfield, you got to just keep giving him the ball. They won't. They'll use him to chip block. They'll get it out to P.J. McFarland on the outside, who makes a nice catch. They will signal he gets the first down, so move the chains for East. That is P.J.'s first catch of the night.
Great job by getting out of your own end zone. Just a nice throw to P.J. there. And there's a reason why he is committed to the number 2 team in the country currently. He is just a beast on offense. And when he gets going, he gets going.
Had a huge game last week. Feels like every single one of his catches was clutch. They'll give it to Ryder Hooks, who had an even bigger game. Spun down hard. They're going to say he's still on his feet. Hooks thought he was still up. I didn't hear a whistle either. They will say he was down. It'll be an 8-yard pickup for Ryder Hooks.
Great job by Ryder Hooks here. Last time that these two met, he got shut down. So just getting started early here in this game, getting some momentum is going to be huge. In this first quarter, 3 minutes left, coming to a close, and both of these defenses really starting to get warmed up here.
Knutson's going to drop back now. First read wasn't there. He's going to step up himself and get a first down. A really nice run from the sophomore. Don't see him use his legs too often. Showed a lot of flash on that run, though, as East will move the chains. It'd be a first down at the 32-yard line.
Knutson does not run with the ball much, but when he runs, he can be tricky to bring down. We saw that on that last play there, picking up a first down. See if he can use his legs here or if he'll throw the ball again.
Swing pass out to Ryder Hooks, who finds space on the outside. Hit hard by Sifo Makwanezi, but it won't be enough. He will get the first downs. So East with a couple of first downs in succession now. They get to the line quickly once again. Want to tire out this Oak Hills defense as fast as possible. You know what happened last time they faced? They'll give it to Augusta this time, who finds a nice crease in the line and will get it for another 8-yard run. So this East running game finally getting going. East O-line seem to be settling in and getting some nice blocks. Hurry up again now for Knutson. He'll fake the give to August. Give it out to Carter Jones, who has to make a guy miss. He will, but he gets hit hard again by Sifo Makwanezi. It'll be just short of the first down. 3rd down and 1 now for the Thunderhawks.
Lakota East offense really starting to get warmed up here, and you've got to wonder for Oak Hills on that penalty earlier on the fake punt. If they did not have that penalty, defense could have been playing better, but East really starting to get warmed up here. It's going to be a 3rd down and short.
Knutson now gets it out to Chris Boyer, who has to break a tackle himself, and he will. Still breaking tackles is Chris Boyer. He will pick up a first down. What a catch for number 18.
What a great play by Chris Boyer there, just not giving up on the play and breaking free to get another first down. And East really starting to move down the field here.
Man, Chris Boyer must have broke at least 3 tackles to pick up that 3rd and 1. Love to see him respond after taking a scary hit early in the first quarter. Time is ticking away in this first quarter. Only a minute and 30 left. Knutsen's going to drop back. A lot of time now. Can't find anybody. Just have to take it himself, and he'll pick up a nice gain. Might have been hit a little late. Nonetheless, it'll be around a 5-yard pickup. East will bring in Moreau and Stowe, probably to block.
Knutsen doing a great job using his legs, finding open space down the field, and this East offense really starting to get going here. Just looks like they're clicking. And let's see if Oak Hills has a response on defense here.
Moreau goes into motion. They will give it to Ryder Hooks, who finds a hole and cuts through a man. Ryder Hooks to the house.
A flag has been thrown. But what a job there by Ryder Hooks getting into open space. Did not see this last time these two met, but he is really starting to get hot here tonight. And East looking to go up 7 in this first quarter here with 45 seconds left.
It is 16. That is Ryder Hooks' 16th rushing touchdown of the season. He's had 2 through the air, 2 on defense. So all in all, it is his 20th of the season. And a lot of heckling from this East crowd as some Oak Hills fans are already filing out of the stadium. Not quite sure why they would do that this early, but Fitzstevens is going to boot that one up and through. And East will go up 14-7 with 45 seconds left in this first quarter. We will step away for just a moment. We welcome you back into the Hawks Nest. East is up 14-7 on Oak Hills. Oak Hills was able to jump out into the lead early with a huge touchdown strike to Cordell Ball, but East has done a nice job responding. A quick Jaden Say touchdown and then another quick touchdown from Ryder Hooks, and East seems to be gaining control of this game early. Still the first quarter, and this was the exact score as that game in week 2. Final score was 14-7, a true defensive battle. And this game is shaping up to be anything but, as we already see 21 points scored in the first quarter, as Fitzstevens will get set to kick it away. McFarland is back to return. Fitzstevens couldn't quite get it to the end zone, and he's backed up even more. Flag was thrown on the celebration from Ryder Hooks. He'll get it about as far as he can, fielded it at the 40. This is Emmett Johnson, who breaks the hole and gets past the 50. So Oak Hills is going to be set up at pretty much the exact same spot as they were their last drive that ended in a punt.
And that's 2 straight drives here for Oak Hills with great starting field position. Could not get anything on that last drive. Had that penalty back them up. And then just could not get anything going from there. But this East defense has really tightened up since that first possession there. Offense really getting started, and Oak Hills starting to think they need to respond here. Down 7. They've allowed 14 straight points.
And Schreiber just couldn't hit on a couple of his throws last drive. They'll give it to Emmett Johnson, their first run of the game up the middle. He will meet Dawson Reap, but will get a gain of about 5 yards. So a nice run for Emmett Johnson, who has pretty struggled for pretty much all of the year. Was injured for a lot of games. Only has 86 yards on the ground. Averages a dismal 2.5 yards per carry. Will White is the main guy for Oak Hills. in terms of running back, but he has not been on the field at all today. Only got 3 carries last week. This Oak Hills team, and even historically, has not been one that likes to run the ball. They like to put it in the air, and why not when you got guys like Aaron McFarland and Cordell Ball to throw to? They've been doing that a lot, but time will run out on this first quarter. Your score, 14-7, as we'll step away. We'll be back when the second quarter starts.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart-pounding plays, and what to watch as the playoffs approach. Let's dive in. First in, Friday night's Gridiron Showdown, Lakota East versus Middletown. The Thunderhawks struggled to get the offense going, falling 27-6 to the Middies. With the loss, the Hawks advanced to 4-3 on the season. Defensively, Cole Miranda led the defensive tackles with 8, while junior Braxton Thurman brought in a big pick. That loss drops the Thunderhawks record to 4-3, but gives the Hawks motivation.
We welcome you back now. Second down and 4 now for Oak Hills. They will give it to Aaron McFarland on the outside, who gets hit hard by Carter Jones, short of the first down. So a nice hit from Carter Jones will bring up a third down. Not a friendly area for Oak Hills, not a team that runs the ball well. This is no gimme first down for them. I'll have to see what they go with here.
And this East defense, just a tough unit to match up against. Ran into a brick wall there. He was not having any of that, and it's going to be 3rd down and 1 here. See if they can pick this up and keep this drive going.
Schreiber will give it to Emmett Johnson up the middle, who finds a hole. Emmett Johnson to the outside. It's a foot race to the end zone, and he wins it. Touchdown, Emmett Johnson. It's his first touchdown of the year, and it was a long one.
What a response by this Oak Hills offense here. Emmett Johnson just breaking free and an extra point away from tying this game. Just a great response there by Oak Hills. And man, this has been a pretty offensive matchup here so far. Not what we saw the last time these two matched up. Already 7 more points than we saw last time, but and a flag here.
East defenders signaling it's going to be on Oak Hills, so it'll back up the extra point a little bit. But yeah, like you said, this has been an offensive explosion. It's really reminding me of last year's first playoff game. East was able to beat West Claremont 42-28, but we went into the game thinking East was going to have a really good shot of just shutting that West Claremont team down. But West Claremont was able to find things that worked for them, was able to put up 28 points, and they kept it close for a majority of the game. That one is no good, though. Hilzinger will miss his 2nd extra point of the year, and East will keep the lead by 1. We'll stay with you. Don't want to step away for too long, but as I was saying, this East team last season against West Claremont was able to keep it close for the majority of the game, but Ryder Hooks ended up being too much for that West Claremont defense, and really his ginormous breakout game, ran for 286 yards and 4 touchdowns. We've seen him do that a couple times this year, so performances like that are just another day in the office for Ryder Hooks, but don't want to get too comfortable, though.
Yeah, and going into this game, I mean, we knew Oak Hills was going to be a scrappy team to deal with here. They've done it all year. They nearly beat Princeton just 3 weeks ago, so but you cannot leave any points on the board here if you're Oak Hills. This East offense is dangerous to deal with, and so far we've seen it here. So let's see if East can continue rolling or if Oak Hills can get a much-needed stop on this drive here. Already seen 2 onside kick attempts here from Oak Hills. Probably won't try it again. They are 0 for 2.
On this situation, it's gonna be tough to stop this East offense. Want to be as aggressive as possible, but you also don't want to set them up with easy field position. But East has proved they can score from anywhere, starting at their own 5-yard line the last time, able to drive it all the way downfield and score. PJ McFarland is gonna field this kickoff, truck through a man, get up to about the 36-yard line. So Knutson and Ryder Hooks are gonna have to go out there, starting in their own territory this time, try and respond to that Oak Hills touchdown to push their lead out even more.
Starting on their own 35 here, this East offense has just really gotten into a rhythm here since going down 7-0. See if they can continue that here. Ryder Hooks has been incredible so far this game. Just really a polar opposite of what we saw last time, but screen here.
They give it to Ryder Hooks again, trying to find his blockers. Hooks busts through a hole. Ryder Hooks this time will take it all the way. Another long touchdown in this game. Man, these offenses have been firing on all cylinders, and Ryder Hooks gets his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Ryder Hooks already having an incredible night here, his 2nd touchdown, and man, a 20-13 game here. Hit the extra point, the chance to go up 8. You're really starting to wonder if that missed extra point by Oak Hills on their last possession is going to come back to bite them.
Special teams unit is going to go out and talk to Coach Kitna. Wonder if he'll try to go for 2 to go up 2 scores. You know he loves being aggressive. We'll have to see. Fitzstevens is going to stay out there, though. Would also not be surprised to see him just kick this one through.
Just a really aggressive approach from both teams here tonight on offense. Playoff football, you got to get going early. You got to capitalize. And just what a job by Ryder Hooks. A huge play, a huge score, and the chance to go up 8 here with 10:51 in the second.
I mean, you knew East could not come out flat. They came out flat the first time playing this Oak Hills team. Oak Hills defense was able to be in the driver's seat for most of that game. While East was able to come out on top, it was because their defense played absolutely stellar that game. But this East defense already allowed 2 scores, 2 long touchdowns, one on the ground, one through the air. So this offense knows it's going to have to keep going the entire game. Being up by a touchdown definitely helps, though. Looking to do kind of what they did against West, just staying in control the whole time, let Ryder Hooks do his thing. Another high snap on the extra point. And it'll be bobbled, and Fitzstevens will not be able to kick it through, and this score will stay exactly where it is. So East having a lot of problems catching the snap so far in this game. We'll step away for just a moment. Your score, 20-13. We welcome you back now. Fitzstevens will get a chance this time to kick the ball away. Couldn't get the extra point up as it was bobbled. This time it will get to the end zone. Refs are going to blow it dead. So a nice kick that time, letting out maybe a little bit of anger after that extra point. Oak Hills will not get to start past the 50 on this drive. They're going to be pinned at their 25-yard line. This East defense going to have to show something. They've already given up 2 long touchdowns. Do not want to give up a third.
Just we've seen a crazy mix of everything here. 2 straight missed extra points. One by Oak Hills, one by East there. And just crazy game here so far. Oak Hills trying to tie this thing up through that long touchdown on 3rd down and 1 on their last drive. See if they can continue that momentum into this drive.
Schreiber is going to step up himself. He's being chased by Dalton Cheney. Carter Fosnaugh is going to stand him up and pile drive him all the way back to the line of scrimmage, but forward progress will get him about 5 yards, so 2nd down and 5 now. A nice pickup run by Lincoln Schreiber.
Just taking out some of that frustration from their last drive on that tackle there. And East really need to get a stop here. Try to potentially go up 2 scores. Oak Hills just showing a lot of fight here tonight so far. And Schreiber's
going to give it to Emmon Johnson, who will spin forward for a 1st down. So this Oak Hills offense has been able to get things going on the ground, something they have not done well all year, especially did not do well the last time they played this East team. So a good sign for them moving forward. They won't really have to rely on the big play from their receivers. If they're able to pick up 5 or 6 yards a run, as they're doing right now, we'll have to see what the call is on 1st down at the 31-yard line. Schreiber's got 4 receivers. He'll motion sweet. Flags flies. The play is blown dead. A false start on Oak Hills. So that'll back him up 5 yards. 1st down and 15 coming up.
going to be tough to recover from that penalty there for Oak Hills. 1st down and 15. But both of these offenses have really just come out swinging here tonight so far. Just surprised to see these defenses getting pushed around the way they are, but both of these coaches being aggressive here early in this game. A must win.
Schreiber's going to put Johnson into motion. Tried to fake a screen pass. He's got Wells on his heels. He's just going to step out of bounds. Being chased by Cameron Wells that time. 2nd down and 15. Screen pass was not open that time.
This East defense just showing some of that frustration. Really see if they can get going here. Going to be 2nd down and 14, so the first time we've really seen either of these offenses backed up here, and let's see how Oak Hills will respond.
Schreiber drops back, fires over the middle, and picked off by Cole Miranda. Cole Miranda's got an entourage. Cole Miranda tackled down inside the 10 by Emmett Johnson. That is Cole Miranda's 3rd interception of the year on a tipped ball from Aaron McFarland, and East will be set up inside the 10-yard line.
What a massive play there by Cole Miranda. And this is what we saw last time these two matched up. Schreiber, just a very costly interception. And East with the chance to go up 2 scores early in this 2nd quarter here. What a play, getting that interception off of the deflection. And let's see if they can get going here again. Got to think they'll hand it off to Ryder Hoax here.
We'll see. They do love to throw that fade ball, though, to P.J. McFarland. But that is Schreiber's 4th interception against this East team in the 2 games that he's played against them. 2nd time he's thrown a pick to Cole Miranda. Both times they were on tipped balls from Aaron McFarland. Lakota East will take a timeout as we'll step away for just a moment. Want to make sure that they get the right call for this 1st and goal.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here.
We are back in the Hawks' nest. East up 20-13. They have the ball inside the 10-yard line following a huge Cole Miranda interception and return. Great field position for Knutson, who stands alone in the backfield. He will motion Ryder Hooks to stand to his left. Knutz is going to drop back, go to the end zone, too high that time for Carter Jones. Carter Jones definitely looked like if he was able to get that football, could have turned up the field for a 1st down, but incomplete pass on 1st and goal will bring up a 2nd and goal from the same spot.
Huge drive here for this Oak Hills defense, backed up way in their own territory, and just turnovers in this game might just be the difference, and that was a costly interception by Oak Hills here, but East got to capitalize on this drive here with great starting field position.
Ryder Hooks is going to get it, looking for his 3rd of the game, and he will get it. Ryder Hooks in the end zone for the 3rd time tonight as East is going to go up 2 scores early in this 2nd quarter.
3 touchdowns already in this game for Ryder Hooks, and just a complete polar opposite of what we saw last time these two matched up. Just an incredible job by this East offense out here, and the students are running to the end zone here.
Storming one side of the stands to the other. A lot of hype surrounding this Lakota East team. Extra point is up and good for A.J. Fitzstevens. And East will go up 27-13. We're going to step away for just a moment. Got 8 minutes, 52 seconds left in this 2nd quarter. Excited to bring you back some action after this short break. Welcome you back into the Hawks' nest. Your score 27-13. Oak Hills looking for answers on offense. Coming off a Schreiber interception thrown to Cole Miranda. Going to have to get something going on their next drive. Fitzstevens is going to get a really nice kick. That'll be in the end zone. Refs won't call it, though. McFarland on the return won't get as good of a one as his first one. It'll be up to the 25-yard line, so better than taking a touchback. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line for Lincoln Schreiber and the rest of this Oak Hills offense.
A really important drive for Oak Hills here, down 2 scores now, and you just got to think that you got to take advantage on every single opportunity you get. Down 2 scores, see what they can do. So far, they've moved the ball down the field well, just that costly interception in their last drive, and Schreiber trying to make up for his mistake here. See what they could do on 1st down here.
Schreiber's going to just keep it himself. Could have been a tackle for loss, but a nice job from Lincoln Schreiber to get about 5 yards.
And just this East defense has completely flipped a switch. Another big tackle there. And if they can get a stop here, things could get ugly. Oak Hills really needs to respond. 2nd down and 5, a nice pickup there. They got to get going.
When this East team takes control of a game, they don't tend to let it slip through their fingers. Every time this East team goes up, they stay on top. They've been 5-0 at home this year, have not lost in the Hawks' Nest. It's been huge home field advantage for them. It's been huge home field advantage so far in this game. And with the lead that they have right now, it's going to be a tall task for Oak Hills to try and come back, as Emmett Johnson is going to hit a wall and be short of the 1st down. So it'll bring up a 3rd and about 3. Might have got a yard more than that. 3rd down and 2. So a big 3rd down now. Huge opportunity for East defense to get off the field once again. Get the ball back into the hands of now Knutson and Ryder Hooks.
Really important 3rd down here for Oak Hills. Need to pick this up to stay in this game. And this East defense has just been extremely tough.
Johnson will pick up the 1st down on another nice run. So that's another 3rd down and short where they've just given it up the middle, and Johnson's been able to make things happen. Nice run that time for number 13, having one of the best games of his season. Like I said earlier, just averages 2.5 yards a carry, was injured for a bulk of the middle of the season. Got to be exciting for him to play some playoff football. He's been ready. He's been great so far in this 1st half. Schreiber still has him in the backfield. I've not seen Will White today. They'll get it out to Aaron McFarland, who makes Cole Miranda miss, who will be short of the 1st down. Taken down by Carter Jones and Dawson Reap.
Short 2nd down here, trying to regain some of that lost momentum, in Oak Hills needing the score on this drive, doing a great job moving down the field so far here. Got to wonder if we're going to see another deep ball from Schreiber here in this game.
Hasn't thrown a deep shot since that first one to Cordell Ball. 2nd play on offense for them went to the house. They'll give it to Emmett Johnson up the middle, who hits the backside of one of his own blockers, but he will pick up the 1st down before he does that. Brought down by Cole Miranda, Carter Fosnov, but it will be a 1st down for Oak Hills.
Good job by Emmett Johnson, just continuing to power through the line there. And both of these running backs just been great so far tonight. Of course, Ryder Hooks already has 3 touchdowns on the night. Johnson trying to get things going here. And time slowly running out in this 2nd quarter here. They need to get it going.
Nice grab that time from Aaron McFarland. Schreiber put that one on the money. Simeon Ray in coverage, but it will be another 1st down, so move the chains once again for Oak Hills. Finally finding their footing. Schreiber's gaining some more confidence off of his interception. Still down 2 scores, though. It's going to be a lot to come back from, especially on such an explosive offense like Lakota East. Doing a good job, though, on this drive. Been able to move the ball downfield on the ground and through the air. We'll have to see what they come up with on 1st down. Schreiber's got 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Has Will White in the backfield with him for the first time. They'll give it to White. Wrapped up by Dawson Reap and Beckett Bush. It'll be a 4-yard gain, so bring up 2nd down and 6.
Oak Hill's just going to need to keep going to try to claw their way back into this game, but you do not want to give the ball back to Lakota East with too much time left on this clock. So a good approach here from Oak Hills, trying to score and trying to minimize the time that East has an offense. Moving quickly here. Going to be 2nd down and 6 after that 4-yard pickup. See what they do here.
Schreiber going to get it out. It is tipped at the line by Carson Schroyer, but McFarland is able to catch it still and get pushed by his O-line for a solid gain. That could have been disastrous. Carson Schroyer got a hand up in there. Great job from Aaron McFarland, able to corral that football and get what he can.
And if you're Schreiber on that play, you just got to breathe a sigh of relief there. Second time one of his passes has been tipped like that. And first time, of course, we saw the pick. But just a lucky break here for Oak Hills. And it's going to be a pretty important third down and 5 here, so still manageable. But they need to pick this third down up here if they want to claw their way back into this game.
Schreiber's going to pitch it to McFarland, who's going to be tackled short of the first down. Oak Hills has been good in short yardage situations, though, to start this game. So definitely going to probably go for it here on this fourth down. Oak Hills will elect to keep their offense out there on the field, but this fourth down, not as short as I thought it might be. A 4th down and 3. Huge moment in this game. Time ticking away in the first half. Only 3 minutes, 22 seconds left on the clock. Schreiber stays out there. Will White to his right. He'll hand it off to Will White, who gets a hole on the outside and will pick up a first down. Man, Oak Hills has dominated on these 3rd down and 4th down and shorts. They picked up almost every single one on the ground. East definitely prepared for a pass in any situation. That time, not ready for the run, as it'll be another first down for Oak Hills.
Nice job there by Will White, just finding open space. And this is the first time that Oak Hills has converted a 4th down against Lakota East this season. They were 0 for 4 the last time these two met. And just a big drive here. You need to capitalize. And another flag.
Play is blown dead from the refs. Have to see what their call is. Ball seems to stay where it's at. So the refs blow the whistle, signal that the play is ready to go. So still first down and 10 for Oak Hills. Schreiber going to drop back, go across the middle, caught by Cordell Ball. He'll pick up a first down and get Oak Hills to the 5-yard line. Dangerous position now for Lakota East. They're going to have to play some tight red zone defense.
What a response from Oak Hills on offense here after that interception on the last drive, and just moving down the field and not letting the East get the ball back. So 2 minutes and ticking. Going to be first down and goal at the 7. And Oak Hills trying to capitalize and cut this to a 1-score lead.
They'll pitch it out to Aaron McFarland, who is not going to have a lane, gets tossed out of bounds by Carter Fosnaugh, who tells him there's nowhere for you to go. It'll be a tackle for loss for number 72. Carter Fosnaugh having a great senior season on that East D line. See why there. It'll be a second down now and 11. Second and goal at the 11-yard line. Minute 47 on the clock. After he goes out of bounds, it will stop it. So maybe not what you wanted to do. Do not want to let East have the ball once again in this first half. They can score from just about anywhere with anybody. Oak Hills definitely wanting to burn some clock as they just go with a halfback dive up the middle. Won't get close to a touchdown. Maybe we'll pick up just a couple.
So a
timeout
down
called from Lakota East. Definitely wanting to save time for a drive of their own to end this first half. We'll step away for just a moment as this team takes a break.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the...
We welcome you back to the Hawks Nest. Apologize for the camera being a little blurry and bright. We will be getting that fixed at halftime. Nonetheless, though, it is a 27-13 East lead. Oak Hills has been driving, though. They've got 3rd down and goal now at the 7-yard line. So a big 3rd down for Lincoln Schreiber. Can they pick up another one? Schreiber's going to fumble the ball and pick it up and now go to the end zone. It is dropped. Ryder Hooks was back into coverage. Man, that play was wacky.
Just a costly play by Schreiber there, losing control of the ball. But this East defense, not daunted at all, backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. And it's going to be 4th down and goal. And at this point in the game, every possession is going to be huge. So Oak Hills needs to draw something up here to try to get a touchdown on the board. Already down 2 scores. You cannot give this ball back to East with 1:30 left.
So a huge 4th down. Not surprising to see Oak Hills stay out there. It's going to be a timeout called, though. Timeout from East. Wanted to get the offensive look. That is their 3rd charge timeout, so a little surprising to not see them keep one for their upcoming drive. I mean, whether or not you get the stop here, you're definitely still going to get one more drive on offense. Definitely just wanted to see the look, but just means they won't have any timeouts, though. We'll stick with you through this timeout. Not surprising to see Oak Hills going for it. Thought process is definitely, even if you don't get it, pin back East probably as far as you possibly can. Will not be as easy, although we do have Ryder Hooks, but will not be easy for East to score with only 1:30 left. Definitely don't want to kick a field goal because East could get great field position on the kickoff, and then you're trading 7 points for East with 3 points of your own. That's a -4 net gain or net loss. So not surprising to see him go for it here. Schreiber will go out there. Will White in the backfield. McFarland out there with him. He's got Cordell Ball to his right. Dimitri Vetter to his left. It'll be the same play. McFarland going to do a trick play, throw it across the field to Schreiber, who makes a man miss and will get into the end zone. Touchdown catch for Lincoln Schreiber.
Oak Hills pulling the tricks out of the bag here, and what a play and what a response by Oak Hills here. Still a lot of time for East left on the clock, but they did burn their final timeout before that 4th down play. So Oak Hills, just a huge conversion there on 4th down. Their 2nd of the game, their 2nd on this drive. Remember, they did not convert a single 4th down the last time these two met. So just a huge sequence there for Oak Hill. See if their defense can take some of that momentum into this next drive.
That extra point is up and good this time. It'll be 27-20 with just 1:22 left in this first half. We'll step away for just a moment.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart pounding.
Brecken Hilsinger will get ready to kick this one away. 1:22 left here in the first half. Both of these offenses have been clicking. A lot of points scored in the first half. Hilsinger is going to kick a pooch one. Stowe is going to fair catch it, and it bounces off of Stowe's hands. Oak Hills might have it. They signal they do. That's a huge muffed punt from Chris Stowe. Not punt, kickoff. Oh my goodness.
Oak Hills just continuing to be aggressive here in this game. Saw 2 onside kicks early here, but man, just a huge play for this Oak Hills special teams unit. And if they can score on 2 straight possessions, just a costly muff punt there for East, but wow.
Man.
Aggressiveness really paying off here for Oak Hills. We saw that great play design on 4th down on their last possession, and East defense really need to get a stop here before half.
Schreiber, a lot of time in the pocket again. He's going to fire deep. He's got Cordell Ball again, who makes a really nice catch inside the 10. Or no, refs are going to say it hit the ground. He did not survive. Man, that could have been a huge turn of events in this game. But it will be incomplete.
That was just a big break for East there. After that muffed kickoff there, going straight down the field, but instead it'll be 2nd down and 10. And just a huge break for East on defense here. They really need to get something going if they want to get a stop here before half. Oak Hills fired up on offense here. And
East player is down right now. We're going to step away for just a moment as he will get looked at.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart-pounding plays, and what to watch as the playoffs approach. Let's dive in. First in, Friday night's Gridiron Showdown, Lakota East versus Middletown. The Thunderhawks struggled to get the offense going, falling 27-6 to the Middies. With the loss, the Hawks advanced to 4-3 on the season. Defensively, Cole Miranda led the defensive tackles with 8, while junior Braxton Thurman brought in a big pick. That loss drops the Thunderhawks record to 4-3, but gives the Hawks motivation heading into their next big matchup this Friday against Colerain at 7.
Moving on to our other fall sports. The volleyball team has been putting in a tremendous amount of effort playing the big GMC rivals, the Mason Comets. All other fall sports have been grinding out games as we approach playoffs. With each team season in full stride, there have been a lot of players worth looking out for. Senior boys soccer goalkeeper Alejo Munoz has surrendered 0 goals on the season. This past week, women's soccer took over the field against Lakota West and came out on top, winning the game.
So it ended up not being an East player who got injured. It's actually one of the referees took a hard hit. Had to go to the locker room to get checked out. A stretcher actually came on the field. He's able to walk off on his own power, though. Schreiber going to throw deep again. Cordell Ball's got it. Ball going to break a tackle. Still on his feet. Cordell Ball to the 10-yard line. My goodness.
Cordell Ball. Incredible play there. And on the last play, we saw him go right down the field, and they do it again. So Oak Hills putting together an impressive drive here. Clock running, but man, if they could score on 2 straight possessions here, that would be huge for Oak Hills.
White's going to break a tackle on the outside. Will White will pick up a nice gain. So Oak Hills inches closer. Clock is still running, or it will stop. Oak Hills does receive the second half kickoff, so if they're able to put up a touchdown here. This game could be tied, and then they get the ball to start the second half. Oak Hills has completely changed this game for themselves. Really all coming on that fourth down trick play touchdown. Oak Hills will take a timeout, though. White couldn't quite hit the sideline. Very quiet now, this East crowd. Definitely want to see this defense step up and start making some plays. Oak Hills has been able to walk all over them.
And East just a bit shocked right now after that sequence of events. Nobody has been able to come back like this on them before so far this season. And Oak Hills, just what an impressive job that they have done in these past 5 minutes here. And with 34 seconds, a chance to tie this game at 27-all before half. Of course, they get the ball after half. And this is going to be a massive second down and goal here. Oak Hills, the passing game has really come alive. Schreiber, after that interception, has been really great so far. And let's see what they drop here on second down and goal.
2nd and 14 now. You see Will White getting a lot more action in this second quarter. He's back there with Schreiber. Schreiber going to throw a fade ball to the back of the end zone. Ref will flow a flag. A lot of holding down there. Carter Jones in coverage. Definitely going to be PI on number 5. So Oak Hills will get a free first down and have hit half the distance to the goal. 29 seconds left. Not what you want if you're Lakota East.
Oak Hills just pushing this East defensive around. What a job on offense that they've done. But East looking a bit shell-shocked here. And instead of potentially a third down, it's going to be second down and goal from the 2.
They'll give it to White up the middle. He's going to try and push, but will not get there. A nice stand from this East D line. Carter Fosnaugh right there to stop him. So Oak Hills will be forced to take a timeout. We'll step away for just a moment. Going to bring up third down with 21 seconds left for Oak Hills.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart-pounding plays, and what to watch as the playoffs approach. Let's dive in. First in, Friday night's Gridiron Showdown, Lakota East versus Middletown. The Thunderhawks struggled to get the offense going, falling 27-6 to the Middies. With the loss, the Hawks advanced to 4-3 on the season. Defensively,
We are back now in the Hawks' nest. Third down and 2 for Oak Hills. Looking to tie this game up right before halftime. They were down 27-13 once in this second quarter, but was able to put a nice drive together, then got an onside kick attempt go in their favor. They'll go right up the middle to Will White. He's going to be just short. Fourth down and goal now. What a stop from this East D line. Oak Hills forced to take another timeout. We will not step away for this one. This is going to be an interesting fourth down.
This is a huge play to end the half here. 4 seconds, fourth down and goal. And man, just inches away from punching that ball into the end zone. And Oak Hills clawing their way back into this game. East backed up all the way in their own end zone. They need a stop here before half, trying to kill some of this Oak Hills offensive momentum. And this is just going to be a huge, huge play here. with only 1 yard to go. Gotta wonder if they're going to hand this ball off. Do not have that much time left on the clock here, but just an incredible game so far.
Definitely been a fun one to call, but definitely want to see East put up more of a fight on defense. They have a chance to right now. 4th down and 1. Would not be surprised to see Oak Hills keep it on the ground. We'll have to see. East definitely going to have to load that box.
I mean, on that last possession there for Oak Hills, the quarterback was the one who ended up scoring in a receiving touchdown on 4th down. See if they drop some trickery here again for Oak Hills. 4th down and 1 with 4 seconds left in the half.
Can Oak Hills do it again? They'll get the snap off quickly, and Schreiber definitely looked like he got it, and he did. So a quarterback sneak for Lincoln Schreiber is going to pull Oak Hills within 1.
An extra point away from tying this game. Oak Hills did not back down. They went down 27-13 and 2 straight scoring drives, and they received the ball after half. What a job by this Oak Hills offense here, continuing to be aggressive, continuing to play tough, and continuing to play scrappy football as they have done all year. And this game is tied at 27 before half here. What a turn of events.
So East will go into the break after letting Oak Hills go on a 14-0 run to end that second quarter. Oak Hills will receive the kickoff to start the second half. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Your score is tied at 27. Can't wait to be back for this second half. This one shaping up to be an explosive game. We'll see you after halftime.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart-pounding plays, and what to watch as the playoffs approach. Let's dive in. First in, Friday night's Gridiron Showdown, Lakota East versus Middletown. The Thunderhawks struggled to get the offense going, falling 27-6 to the Middies. With the loss, the Hawks advanced to 4-3 on the season. Defensively, Cole Miranda led the defensive tackles with 8, while junior Braxton Thurman brought in a big pick. That loss drops the Thunderhawks record to 4-3, but gives the Hawks motivation heading into their next big matchup this Friday against Colerain at 7.
Moving on to our other fall sports. The volleyball team has been putting in a tremendous amount of effort playing the big GMC rivals, the Mason Comets. All other fall sports have been grinding out games as we approach playoffs. With each team season in full stride, there have been a lot of players worth looking out for. Senior boys soccer goalkeeper Alejo Munoz has surrendered 0 goals on the season. This past week, women's soccer took over the field against Lakota West and came out on top, winning the game 3-1. This season, Bailey Bacher is near the top of the GMC in goals and points.
Now let's switch gears to golf. The Thunderhawks have been locked in this week. In the divisional round at Pipestone, Lakota East boys golf had a strong showing. They ended up finishing 8th as a team, and individually Brody Hayes shot a 72 districts, finishing 10th overall.
Last week, girls golf played in the sectional round of the state tournament at Walden Ponds, placing 2nd, led by sophomores Jen Schmidt and Sydney Fan. The girls are playing in the district round this week at Pipestone.
Moving on to a big commitment. Junior left-handed pitcher Noah Milburn celebrates his birthday and commitment on the same day by heading to the 4-time national champions, Arizona Wildcats, a top 10 program in the country. Bear down, Millie.
So that's your preview for Lakota East Athletics from October 4th to October 10th, a close loss against Middletown and a big game coming against Colerain.
I'm Weston Glass.
And I'm Madeline Scheiper.
Keep your Thunderhawk spirit loud, and we'll see you tonight under the lights.
For this week's club highlight, we're highlighting Speech and Debate Club. It meets every Wednesday after school in room 228 with Mr. Warren. Why should someone join Speech and Debate Club?
I feel like it's so helpful with improving your talking skills with other people. It's like when you guys get to that room, it's so stressful and you're so scared because you're like, you don't know who you're going to compete against. It's all random. It's a good way to get better at talking.
What do you do at competitions?
You basically go against another team, and it's based off this one topic that is given out before the competition, where you each research and pick out your points. What side drawing is decided during the actual match by a coin flip, and then whoever has better points wins.
Why did you join Speech and Debate?
So when I was a lot younger, I was really good at talking to other people and I was so confident. But then as I got into high school, those skills just like disappeared. I just got so anxious all the time. But I feel like this club was a good way to rekindle that sort of fire had in me, like talk with other people and just share my mind, because I'm very passionate about what I think and what I believe. So this is a good outlet for me.
I'm Elizabeth Tilly Vernon, and that's this week's club highlight. Back to the desk.
Hey Hawks, this week's club spotlight is on Gardening Club. They're all about growing plants, building community, and bringing some green to Lakota East. What is the mission or purpose of the Gardening Club?
Lakota East Gardening Club is a student-led club that empowers students to make a difference in their community through gardening.
Can you tell us about the favorite project the club has worked on?
Yeah, last year we did my favorite project in the club. Last October we painted miniature pumpkins for our Halloween meeting, and with some cool different designs, we put those around the school, just to increase the seasonal spirit around the school and get ready for the Halloween season.
Wow. What's one reason the students should join the Gardening Club this year?
Students should join Gardening Club to learn how to be good stewards of their community and learn how to give back through service projects and learn just a little bit more about gardening.
Who's seeing the vision here? Who's seeing the vision here?
Hey, I'm Elizabeth Tilly Vernon, and this week's club highlight is FCA. I have leader Max Clue with me. Max, what is FCA?
So FCA stands for Fellowship of Christian Athletes. It is a global organization where athletes can come together in community and just build in their faith and learn more about Jesus every day. So at meetings, we do worship to start. So we have 2 worship songs where we just get together and sing. And then we'll have a message by one of the leaders of FCA. And then after that, we have small groups where we all come together and just be able to build community with each other. We meet in room 200 at 7:15 a.m. every single Friday, and then every second week of the month we have breakfast in the senior cafe at the same time on Fridays at 7:15 a.m. See you guys there.
That was this week's club highlight, and I hope to see you guys on Friday at 7:15 a.m.
So the first question is, what was your favorite childhood TV show?
Low key, Gravity Falls was fire.
Gravity Falls, okay, that was tough, okay.
What was your favorite childhood cartoon?
Elmo. Probably like Dora or Octo Buddies.
Okay, that's okay. Dang, I haven't heard that in a minute.
I think mine was Lab Rats.
Mine was definitely SpongeBob.
Probably SpongeBob.
All right.
SpongeBob.
Probably SpongeBob.
I would have to go with either SpongeBob or Bubble Guppies.
Okay, that's a cool choice. Okay.
And what was your favorite childhood toy?
I have a lot of Squishmallows, so probably one of those.
Stuffed animals fire.
Probably like Legos.
Or like the Hot Wheel cars, or like the cars from Cars 2, Cars 1, like the movies is fire.
Oh, those like color by numbers.
My Barbie dream house and the American Girl doll.
Mine was definitely Barbies.
My favorite childhood toy was probably my Barbies. All my Barbies.
Barbies.
What's your childhood snack, favorite childhood snack?
Favorite childhood snack? Loki gotta be the blue Doritos, bro.
I liked apples and caramel. Actually, yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's a good snack.
Snack?
Yeah.
Oh, those yogurt and the Go-Gurts? Yeah.
I liked applesauce a lot.
I like goldfish.
I would say cereal, any type. That was my favorite, yeah.
Those little puff things, like the baby puff things.
Cheez-Its.
Hey, Scooby Snacks. Scooby Snacks were underrated.
Okay, that's rare. Appreciate y'all for letting me ask y'all some questions.
My name is Max Clute.
My name is Luke Mickelson.
And we are
Former students of digital media and content creation. I was able to transform my ideas through digital media and content creation by putting my ideas into an actual reality.
Content creation's easily been my favorite class I've ever taken at Lakota East. We've done some great projects, some of my best projects ever, such as a shot-for-shot remake of Revenge of the Sith, 2 short films, and a music video featuring Lucas Decker. Shout out.
Not only can you pretty much film whatever you want, but you can also perfect your craft in editing through Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and other specific licensed companies that aren't normally offered by other classes.
And now we're going to show you some of our favorite filming locations that we've ever filmed at last year. Starting off with our first location, we got the Aux Gym. We filmed our one and only music video here. It was pretty great. Had a good time.
And here is the wrestling room, where we filmed all of our short films for MMA fighting, where you could do the same.
And here's the Lakota East hallways, where we interviewed countless people, such as Tyler David Meadows, the new Division I athlete at Kent State.
And this is the broadcasting studio, where you can film countless podcasts, record songs, and even do voiceovers with your friends on your projects.
But this is truly where all the magic happens, in Mr. Bach's classroom. You take the SD card that you filmed all your stuff with, plug it in the computer, and you go to work with your editing. So if you're interested in taking content creation as a class at Lakota East, stop by room 243 in Bell 3. You see me in the capstone class with Lucas Mickelson.
Thank you guys for watching.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart-pounding plays, and what to watch as the playoffs approach. Let's dive in. First in, Friday night's Gridiron Showdown, Lakota East versus Middletown. The Thunderhawks struggled to get the offense going, falling 27-6 to the Middies. With the loss, the Hawks advanced to 4-3 on the season. Defensively, Cole Miranda led the defensive tackles with 8, while junior Braxton Thurman brought in a big pick. That loss drops the Thunderhawks record to 4-3, but gives the Hawks motivation heading into their next big matchup this Friday against Coleraine at 7.
Moving on to our other fall sports. The volleyball team has been putting in a tremendous amount of effort playing the big GMC rivals, the Mason Comets. All other fall sports have been grinding out games as we approach playoffs. With each team season in full stride, there have been a lot of players worth looking out for. Senior boys soccer goalkeeper Alejo Munoz has surrendered 0 goals on the season. This past week, women's soccer took over the field against Lakota West and came out on top, winning the game 3-1. This season, Bailey Bacher is near the top of the GMC in goals and points.
Now let's switch gears to golf. The Thunderhawks have been locked in this week. In the divisional round at Pipestone, Lakota East boys golf had a strong showing. They ended up finishing 8th as a team, and individually Brody Hayes shot a 72 districts, finishing 10th overall.
Last week, girls golf played in the sectional round of the state tournament at Walden Ponds, placing 2nd, led by sophomores Jen Schmidt and Sydney Fan. The girls are playing in the district round this week at Pipestone.
Moving on to a big commitment. Junior left-handed pitcher Noah Milburn celebrates his birthday and commitment on the same day by heading to the 4-time national champions, Arizona Wildcats, a top 10 program in the country. Bear down, Millie.
So that's your preview for Lakota East Athletics from October 4th to October 10th, a close loss against Middletown and a big game coming against Coleraine.
I'm Weston Glass.
And I'm Madeline Scheiper.
Keep your Thunderhawk spirit loud, and we'll see you tonight under the lights.
For this week's club highlight, we're highlighting Speech and Debate Club. It meets every Wednesday after school in room 228 with Mr. Warren. Why should someone join Speech and Debate Club?
I feel like it's so helpful with improving your talking skills with other people. It's like when you guys get to that room, it's so stressful and you're so scared because you're like, you don't know who you're going to compete against. It's all random. It's a good way to get better at talking.
What do you do at competitions?
You basically go against another team, and it's based off this one topic that is given out before the competition where you each research and pick out your points. What side drawing is decided during the actual match by a coin flip, and then whoever has better points wins.
Why did you join Speech and Debate?
So when I was a lot younger, I was really good at talking to other people and I was so confident. But then as I got into high school, those skills just like disappeared. I just got so anxious all the time. But I feel like this club was a good way to rekindle that sort of fire I had in me, like talk with other people and just share my mind because I'm very passionate about what I think and what I believe. So this is a good outlet for me.
I'm Elizabeth Tilly Vernon, and that's this week's club highlight. Back to the desk.
Hey Hawks, this week's club spotlight is on Gardening Club. They're all about growing plants, building community, and bringing some green to Lakota East. What is the mission or purpose of the Gardening Club?
Lakota East Gardening Club is a student-led club that empowers students to make a difference in their community through gardening.
Can you tell us about the favorite project the club has worked on?
Yeah, last year we did my favorite project in the club. Last October we painted miniature pumpkins for our Halloween meeting, and with some cool different designs, we put those around the school, just to increase the seasonal spirit around the school and get ready for the Halloween season.
Wow. What's one reason the students should join the Gardening Club this year?
Students should join Gardening Club to learn how to be good stewards of their community and learn how to give back through service projects and learn just a little bit more about gardening.
Who's seeing the vision here? Who's seeing the vision here?
Hey, I'm Elizabeth Tilly Vernon, and this week's club highlight is FCA. I have leader Max Clute with me. Max, what is FCA?
So FCA stands for Fellowship of Christian Athletes. It is a global organization where athletes can come together in community and just build in their faith and learn more about Jesus every day. So at meetings, we do worship to start. So we have 2 worship songs where we just get together and sing. And then we'll have a message by one of the leaders of FCA. And then after that, we have small groups where we all come together and just be able to build community with each other. We meet in room 200 at 7:15 a.m. every single Friday, and then every second week of the month we have breakfast in the senior cafe at the same time on Fridays at 7:15 a.m. See you guys there.
That was this week's club highlight, and I hope to see you guys on Friday at 7:15 a.m.
So the first question is, what was your favorite childhood TV show?
Low-key, Gravity Falls was fire.
Gravity Falls, okay, that was tough, okay.
What was your favorite childhood cartoon?
Elmo. Probably like Dora or Octo Buddies.
Okay, that's okay. Dang, I haven't heard that in a minute.
I think mine was Lab Rats.
Mine was definitely SpongeBob.
Probably SpongeBob.
All right.
SpongeBob.
Probably SpongeBob.
I would have to go with either SpongeBob or Bubble Guppies.
Okay, that's a cool choice, okay.
And what was your favorite childhood toy?
I have a lot of Squishmallows, so probably one of those.
Stuffed animals fire.
Probably like Legos.
Or like the Hot Wheel cars, or like the cars from Cars 2, Cars 1, like the movies is fire.
Oh, those like color by numbers.
My Barbie dream house and the American Girl doll.
Mine was definitely Barbies.
My favorite childhood toy was probably my Barbies. All my Barbies.
Barbies.
What's your childhood snack, favorite childhood snack?
Favorite childhood snack? Loki gotta be the blue Doritos, bro.
I liked apples and caramel. Actually, yeah.
All right. That's a good snack.
Snack?
Yeah.
Oh, those yogurt on the Go-Gurts? Yeah.
I liked applesauce a lot.
I like goldfish.
I would say cereal, any type. That was my favorite, yeah.
Those little puff things, like the baby puff things.
Cheez-Its.
Hey, Scooby Snacks. Scooby Snacks were underrated.
Okay, that's rare. Appreciate y'all for letting me ask y'all some questions.
name is Max Kloot.
My name is Luke Mickelson.
And we are
former students of digital media and content creation. I was able to transform my ideas through digital media and content creation by putting my ideas into an actual reality.
Content creation's easily been my favorite class I've ever taken at Lakota East. We've done some great projects, some of my best projects ever, such as a shot-for-shot remake of Revenge of the Sith, 2 short films, and a music video featuring Lucas Decker. Shout out.
Not only can you pretty much film whatever you want, but you can also perfect your craft in editing through Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and other specific licensed companies that aren't normally offered by other classes.
And now we're gonna show you some of our favorite filming locations that we've ever filmed at last year. Starting off with our first location, we got the Aux Gym. We filmed our one and only music video here. It was pretty great, had a good time.
And here is the wrestling room, where we filmed all of our short films for MMA fighting, where you could do the same.
And here's the Lakota East hallways, where we interviewed countless people, such as Tyler David Meadows, the new Division I athlete at Kent State.
And this is the broadcasting studio, where you can film countless podcasts, record songs, and even do voiceovers with your friends on your projects.
But this is truly where all the magic happens, in Mr. Bach's classroom. You take the SD card that you filmed all your stuff with, plug it in the computer, and you go to work with your editing. So if you're interested in taking content creation as a class at Lakota East, stop by room 243 in Bell 3. You see me in the capstone class with Lucas Mickelson.
Thank you guys for watching.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart-pounding plays, and what to watch as the playoffs approach. Let's dive in. First in, Friday night's Gridiron Showdown, Lakota East versus Middletown. The Thunderhawks struggled to get the offense going, falling 27-6 to the Middies. With the loss, the Hawks advanced to 4-3 on the season. Defensively, Cole Miranda led the defensive tackles with 8, while junior Braxton Thurman brought in a big pick. That loss drops the Thunderhawks record to 4-3, but gives the Hawks motivation heading into their next big matchup this Friday against Colerain at 7.
Moving on to our other fall sports. The volleyball team has been putting in a tremendous amount of effort playing the big GMC rivals, the Mason Comets. All other fall sports have been grinding out games as we approach playoffs. With each team season in full stride, there have been a lot of players worth looking out for. Senior boys soccer goalkeeper Alejo Munoz has surrendered 0 goals on the season. This past week, women's soccer took over the field against Lakota West and came out on top, winning the game 3-1. This season, Bailey Bacher is near the top of the GMC in goals and points.
Now let's switch gears to golf. The Thunderhawks have been locked in this week. In the divisional round at Pipestone, Lakota East boys golf had a strong showing. They ended up finishing 8th as a team.
We welcome you back into the Hawks' nest. Your score tied at 27 after an offensive explosion from both of these teams in the first half. All knotted up here. Alex, what are some things that went right and wrong for East in that first half?
I think what went right for East was just what we saw on offense. Ryder Hooks already has 3 touchdowns in the first half. East did a great job moving the ball downfield, but defense, especially in the last 5 minutes, just really got tired out by that by that Oak Hills passing attack. they're going to need to come in and really tighten up in this second half here. They'll have their chance to start off the half as Oak Hills gets the kick. But Oak Hills, just an incredible job clawing their way back into this game. They went down 27-13 with about 5 minutes left in that second quarter there, and just driving down the field, taking all of the time off the clock, and then that huge play on special teams to recover the football and give their offense a chance to tie the game up, which they did. And they're looking to take some of that momentum into the second half here. But East, going to be interesting to see what they do when they get the ball back on offense. They have not had the ball in a long time. So Ryder Hoax and the rest of that Lakota East offense just going to need to get warmed up again. But defense needs to make a stand to start this second half here. We have not seen anybody dominate this defense in such a short stretch of time like Oak Hills did before half here. And just going to be a huge second half for this East defense.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, even in that Princeton game, that score was just 14-0 at halftime. 27 first half points by Oak Hills, who just last week scored 0 against Fairfield. They were just clicking on all cylinders. They had the running game working for them. Emmett Johnson had a couple of really nice runs, one long run that went for a touchdown, but it's been the Cordell Ball show. 3 catches, 130 yards, and a touchdown. Schreiber's been gaining confidence through the air. This East defense is just making a lot of mental mistakes, not picking up guys, not being where they should at times. Got to shore those things up. If you want to come out on top and live to fight another week, do not want to drop the first playoff game of the season, especially to an 11 seed 4-6 team like Oak Hills. Right now, Oak Hills has a chance to put themselves out in front for the very first time since they did at the start of the game. This East offense has not seen the field since 8 minutes left in the second quarter. As that kick is away from Fitzstevens, it will not hit the end zone. Cordell Ball out to return. Cordell Ball's got a lot of speed. He will get it close to the 35-yard line. Tackled down by Simeon Ray, and Schreiber will be back out there along with the rest of his fellow Highlanders.
And Oak Hills coming off of a 3-game losing streak prior to this game. Just what a job that they have shown fighting their way back into this game. And Schreiber, last time he faced off against the Thunderhawks, he threw 3 interceptions, only 1 tonight off of a tipped ball. Just really getting his groove on so far. And this is going to be a big drive for this Lakota East defense, giving up 14 straight before the half. They need to get it going again here if they want to get the ball back to this East offense, which has been dangerous tonight, but limited action can really stall what your offense can do. They need to get the ball back.
Sweet goes into motion. Schreiber's going to keep it himself. He'll pick up just a couple. Nothing doing, though, on first down. Bring up a 2nd down and 7.
And Schreiber, just an incredible job since that interception, has caught a touchdown, drove them all the way down the field to score before half, and just putting his body on the line here tonight. You can tell that he just really wants to win this game and make up for that mistake he had earlier, which put them down 2 scores.
Johnson in the backfield. Schreiber's going to drop back, has a lot of time, has to scramble out right. Going to try and run it himself, and he will pick up a first down after a nice scamper. So we've seen that a couple times now from Schreiber, who's been able to get outside the pocket, run for a first down. Will be at exactly the 45-yard line, so move the chains for Oak Hills.
This East defense has been out on the field for a long, long time. A much-needed break during halftime there, but they still are getting pushed around by this Oak Hills offense, who has really found their groove since that interception. Just moving down the field here, and Schreiber once again using his legs to pick up first downs. And a first down again here. Let's see what Oak Hills draws up.
Be a toss now to Cooper Sweet. Cameron Wells can't get him. Sweet's going to be close to a first down. East wanted a flag. Looked like Cameron Wells might have been hit with a blindside block, but Sweet will pick up about 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3 now.
Finally getting him down after that 2nd-yard pickup. There could have been more damage on that play here, but this Oak Hills offense, they are going into their bag for play calling here so far. Of course, we saw that 4th down and goal pass to their quarterback. And now with the 2nd down and short, just trying to continue this momentum that they've really picked up here.
Schreiber drops back, doesn't like his first read, scrambles out to the right again. He's got Cordell Ball for a first down, tackled by Chris Leverett. No, Ryder Hooks on the tackle alongside of Chris Leverett, but it will be a first down once again for the Highlanders.
Another first down for this Oak Hills offense here, and Cordell Ball having himself a night. This East defense just really needs to get a stop here. Oak Hills, we saw them run a lot of clock in their last drive, trying to do that here again. And can it be 3 straight scoring drives for this Oak Hills offense?
They'll give it to Johnson up the middle, who finds a nice hole, picks up a chunk. A lot of frustration right now for these East defenders. They have had no answers for this Oak Hills offense. You got to think East's offense is just itching to get back out onto the field.
Just running straight into the teeth of this defense, picking up 8 yards. Just a really impressive performance by this Oak Hills rushing attack here so far tonight. And East continuing to get pushed around. Just a lot of frustration for this front 7 for East, but need to get a stop here.
They won't get it as Johnson will pick up another first down. The ball's on the ground. Refs will signal that he was down before it came out. But another first down run for Emmett Johnson, and Oak Hills is inching ever so closer to the red zone.
And with another first down pickup, the best thing you can do, Oak Hills, here is keep this Lakota East offense on the sidelines and score here. And the clock continuing to run. Oak Hills just driving straight down the field in their opening possession.
Schreiber going to look to the end zone for McFarland, who is going to turn around and make a nice catch. Cole Miranda was draped on his back, but it doesn't matter. Oak Hills is going to take the lead.
What an adjustment by McFarland there on that catch. And Oak Hills, pending the extra point, trying to put up 21 straight on this Lakota East defense, who was incredible last week against West, has just come out cold ever since they went up 14. And man, Oak Hills, what a response here tonight. Not giving up, not backing down. And they have been a tough team to beat this year so far, really showing it here tonight.
Extra point is up and good. It is now a 21-0 run for Oak Hills, as we'll step away for just a moment.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart-pounding plays.
We are back now in the Hawks' Nest. Oak Hills did just take the lead very quickly to start this second half. It's been a 21-0 run. This will be the first time, barring a muffed kick, that East's offense will see the field since 8 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Kick is away, and this time they will kick it back deep. Ref signal a stoppage. Ryder Hooks looked ready to return that one. Not quite sure what they stopped it for. Their signaling is going to be on Oak Hills. So they will have to go and kick it again. Definitely not going to want to kick it deep this time. I mean, Ryder Hooks can be dangerous anytime the ball's in his hands. Would not be surprised to see them go with another onside kick.
Another penalty in this game here. We have seen a lot of penalties on both sides here today. And Oak Hills, of course, we've seen 2 onside kick attempts from them. They had that short kick that they recovered on a muff. And let's see what they do here on this kickoff. Of course, 21 straight points from this Oak Hills offense. East needs to score on this drive here.
So the kick is away again. Looks about as deep as the first one. Jaden Say is just going to let it bounce out of bounds. So East will get the ball at the 35-yard line.
Is there another penalty here? Hard to tell.
Not quite sure. Definitely penalty on the kick out of bounds. But
so
they are just going to
re-kick
re-kick it again.
The second time they're re-kicking this ball here.
This is the first for me. You might be able to elect to just take the ball at the 35 or back them up 5 yards. East wanting to back them up as far as they can, as they had already been backed up on a penalty.
A tall task ahead for this Oak Hills special team unit here, kicking off from their own 30-yard line now. Let's see what kind of play they run here. East going to be set up with good starting field position unless he boots this thing way down the field.
So it will be another squib to the outside. East has to field it. That was dangerous. Great job from Braden Augusta to field it cleanly. East will get it a little bit past the 35-yard line. So finally, East's offense will be back out on the field. And now you're in a tough spot because this defense has just shown no fight against Oak Hills. Used to be in the driver's seat. Last time you saw the ball, you were up 2 scores, and now you're down 1 score. Now Canute's got to be thinking, I mean, what are we doing on defense? Now if you make one mistake, Oak Hills can really just take over this game. So have to respond with a touchdown of your own on this drive.
Yeah, and you got to be frustrated if you're East's offense here. You've not seen the ball in a long time. You were up 2 scores last time you had it. Now you're down 1. Going to be a big drive here.
This defense is definitely going to be fired up too now that they have the lead. They were giving up touchdowns left and right. It's been a long rest for them, but
not much breathing room there on that first carry for Lakota East. Ryder Hooks had a huge first half, 3 touchdowns, but they need to score here. Now down for the first time since the second quarter. It'll be interesting to see what they run on this play.
Knutson will fake the give to Hooks. Step up, fire it deep down the field, looking for Jaden Say. Knocked away from Brady Kornman. Great defense down the field. But that was Jay-Sean Dorsey in coverage, the senior DB. He's had 8 pass deflections, no interceptions on the year. But now it's a 3rd down and 8. If you don't get it here, do you think about going for it maybe?
I think it's a bit too early to go for it here in this ball game, but just what a play there by Dorsey, knocking that ball away. Big 3rd down here to start this second half.
Knutson, nice throw to the outside to Chris Boyer, who will pick up a 1st down. Boyer still on his feet. Boyer going up the sideline. Finally tackled down, crossed the 35-yard line. Huge catch and run for Chris Boyer.
Chris Boyer just shaking off defenders. We've seen this earlier in this game before. And what a huge play on 3rd down, to pick up the 1st down there. East just needs to continue this momentum, move the ball downfield, and try to punch it in and tie this game.
Knutson will drop back again, is going to look to Boyer once again. Boyer is going to fall down on his route, though, and it'll go incomplete. Bring up a 2nd down and 10 now.
Great job breaking up the pass for this Oak Hills defense here in East. Starting to move down the field. They have not seen the ball before this drive in a long time, so it's impressive to see them moving the ball down the field like this, but Oak Hills trying to get a stop.
Got him. Oak Hills jumps. So it'll be a free 5 yards for this East offense. Called encroachment on the defense. It was Gerard Harper, the 5'9", 255-pound defensive lineman for Oak Hills. He's had 11 tackle for losses, but this time a flag. Gonna be on East. So we're back to right where we started. 5 yards up, 5 yards back. So it'll be second down and 10 now.
2 straight penalties there, and we have seen a lot of flags thrown in this game so far tonight. Not a penalty you want for East here after getting a free 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 10 here. Let's see what they draw up on this play here.
McFarland telling Boyer to get back. It'll be the give to Ryder Hooks up the side. Ryder Hooks gets some blocks. Ryder Hooks trying to hit the sideline. Ryder Hooks will get into the end zone. And East is 1 point away from tying this game.
What a run by Ryder Hooks. His 4th touchdown of the night here. And a huge score for this Lakota East offense after going down 7 in shocking fashion. And an extra point away from a tie game. And 68 combined points if they hit this extra point. Last time these two faced off, they only put up 21 points in total. And just a complete flip the script here tonight.
Kick is up and good, so the game will be tied. Fitzstevens stays perfect. Like you said, it's been a polar opposite from that week 2 game, as we'll step away for just a moment as Oak Hills will get back to receive this kickoff.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins,
We are back in the Hawks' nest. Fitzstevens getting ready to kick this one away. Cooper Sweet, Aaron McFarland, Cordell Ball, all back there to receive for Oak Hills. Actually going to be Tyler Gruber to do this kickoff, his first opportunity today.
What an intriguing matchup here tonight. Just a thriller of a game. And Oak Hills, they've scored 21 straight, trying to continue that.
Onside kick attempt, and McFarland recovers it. Oak Hills couldn't field it cleanly, and East will go back on offense.
What a
kick from Tyler Gruber.
What a sequence here tonight. Both of these teams recovering a muff on a kickoff. And East, aggressiveness pays off for the Hawks. And after their last drive in offense, they were able to tie the game at 34. And they did not see the ball for 3 straight drives before this. Now it'll be their 2nd straight opportunity to try to put up some points on the board here. And what a game we have had here tonight.
Open to give Oak Hills a little bit of taste of their own medicine as he will fire it to PJ McFarland, who will run it all the way in for an East touchdown. Man, this game has been crazy.
This is insane. Friday Night Lights, folks, in the playoffs. What a game. And Lakota East, after going down 7 in a crazy turn of events, when Oak Hills stormed back down 14, put up 21 straight, and now East regaining the lead, trying to make it 7 points here.
Extra point is up and good. Your score now 41-34. What a turn of events in this game. We'll step away for just a moment to catch our breath.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart-pounding plays, and what to watch as the playoffs approach. Let's dive in. First in, Friday night's Gridiron Showdown. Lakota.
We welcome you back. AJ Fitzstevens now could try another onside kick. He will not. He's just going to kick it deep to the sideline. Cordell Ball is going to field it. Cordell Ball is going to have to try and get it to the outside. He'll be tackled down close to the 20-yard line. Might have got a little bit past it. East defense going to hit the field once again after they got a much-needed breather. And now the pressure is back on Oak Hills to try and keep this score knotted up. Going to need a big drive once again from Lincoln Schreiber.
And this has just been an incredible game that's shaping up in front of us here tonight. Just what a performance by both of these offenses. A complete 180 from the last time we saw these two face off. And now Oak Hills, after they storm back, they need to respond here, down 7. Lakota East defense trying to finally get a stop here.
Schreiber under a lot of pressure again. Hit by Cody Doyle. Schreiber's just going to have to throw it out of bounds. So East finally playing some tight coverage. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion.
And this East defense finally coming back to life here after that spark on offense. And this is just a huge drive for Oak Hills here. What a game. So many lead changes, so many momentum swings here. And just an incredible performance that we have seen from both of these offenses tonight. And Schreiber been great in this second half so far.
Schreiber going to drop back, and Cordell Ball looked for the flag and got it. That's going to be pass interference on East. This East crowd not happy with that call. We've been very fortunate this season. I've not seen too many games really controlled by penalties. This one hasn't been really, but definitely a lot more penalties we've seen in this game than others. Could be playoff jitters, but whatever it is, it's a 1st down for Oak Hills.
Just an uncharacteristic penalty here by this Lakota East defense, but when you give up 21 straight points, just gives you a bit of jitters there, and East giving up a 1st down to a penalty, and Oak Hill's going to have a fresh set of downs to try to continue moving this ball down the field here.
Schreiber fumbles a snap. He's going to have to take it himself. We'll get a nice push from this O-line. There's been a couple times where Schreiber has either fumbled it or had an awkward snap, and he's been able to salvage a good chunk of yards. That one, no different. It's going to be about a 3-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7. That was scary, though, for Oak Hills.
Good job there by Schreiber covering that ball. And just a big lucky break here for Oak Hills. 2nd down and 7. A lot of options here trying to open up this playbook. See what they do here on 2nd down and medium.
Schreiber, drop backs now. Under a lot of pressure, Carter Fosnov trying to get him. Gonna fire down the field. It is caught by Cooper Sweet in the middle of the field. Oh my goodness, another huge play for the Highlanders.
What a play by Schreiber there, just improvising. He was being chased down by that Lakota East defense, able to find an open receiver downfield. And they will continue this possession, this drive here. Just moving down the field. An offensive shootout tonight for both of these units. Great job by Schreiber there, improvising on a play where it looked like he was going to get stopped behind the line.
Emmett Johnson with a really tough carry that time. Met by Dawson Reap, who was able to push for about a gain of 5. It's really been aiding this Oak Hills pass offense is that they've been able to control themselves on the ground, been able to get chunk plays on the ground. It's really opened up the passing lanes because throughout the season, this Oak Hills team has had no run game, and now that they finally do, East has to play more up on that and leave some guys out of the secondary that they would like to have. Schreiber keeps it himself on a read option. Going to be close to a 1st down. Cord Wallace couldn't get him. They will signal a 1st down. So once again, this Oak Hills offense is driving.
And Schreiber just using his legs in these last 2 plays to keep plays alive. Just an incredible job by him here ever since that pick tonight.
It's been an up and down season for Lincoln Schreiber, but he has been electric tonight, making all the plays that he needs to. His only interception really wasn't his fault. A little bit of a high throw, but McFarland just couldn't bring it in. He's going to fake the give now under a lot of pressure. Met by Cody Doyle, Dawson Reap, and Carson Schroyer. That's a huge tackle for loss for this East defense.
Could not spin out of that one there. Ran straight into that East defensive line. And what a play there for East. Oak Hills finally getting backed up. It's going to be 2nd down and long here. And so far, Schreiber been playing clean football, except for that one interception, which was a high throw. But trying to keep this drive alive here, it's going to be much harder now. Let's see what they call here on 2nd down and long.
Schreiber going to keep it. Looking to scramble, flags fly. Caught at the ankles by Carson Schroyer. We'll have to see what the flag is on, though. Schroyer immediately goes to the sideline after making that tackle. You can tell this East defense is gassed right now. Not been a good night for them.
And this is going to be a really important penalty here. A costly penalty on this East defense. It was 2nd and 14. It's going to be much more manageable now for this Oak Hills offense. Trying to retie this game. And Lincoln Schreiber, what an incredible job that he has done here tonight so far. Last time he threw 3 interceptions against the Thunderhawks, but Oak Hills did have a greater time of possession last time these two faced off. Just could not capitalize.
They'll give it to Cordell Ball now on the end around. Carter Jones meets him at the line of scrimmage, though. What a tackle from the junior.
Great job by Schroyer, just sniffing out that trick play there. And a huge break for this Lakota East defense, really starting to tighten up here in this second half. It is going to be 3rd down and 7. Clock continuing to run. Under 3 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter here. And this is going to be a crucial play for this Oak Hills offense, trying to tie this game up again.
East crowd getting loud, stomping their feet. You can feel it up here in the booth. This is a huge chance for this Thunderhawk defense to make a play. Schreiber's just going to drop back. He's got a wide open man. Dimitri Vetter makes the catch, and he fumbles the football, but he will fall down on it himself. But after all that, it will still be a first down for Oak Hills. Nobody went out and covered Dimitri Vetter.
Just a break in coverage there, just a broken play, and lucky to get that ball back for Oak Hills, but East, just a very undisciplined play there, giving up a big third down conversion. And Oak Hills continuing to drive down the field and burn clock, trying to tie this game up.
Similar formation Schreiber has all day. He's going to fire a first down. First and goal now. Another catch for Dimitri Vetter. Back-to-back catches. Those are his first 2 of the game. It'll be another first and goal now for this Oak Hills offense. The last 2 times they got down to the goal line, though, East was able to push it to 4th down. So East has been playing really good goal line defense this game. We'll have to see what they do here. Emmett Johnson's in the backfield now with Schreiber. Schreiber just going to give it right to him up the middle, and Emmett Johnson will fall into the end zone. Touchdown, Oak Hills. Emmett Johnson's 2nd touchdown of the game, and once again, we are 1 point away from being tied up.
Great job by Emmett Johnson, just breaking through into the end zone here, and absolutely no defense tonight, penning the extra point. It is 41-40. Just an incredible showing by both of these offenses, both of these defenses. Really tired here tonight. You could see it on the sideline, just completely gassed. And man, this has just been incredible here tonight.
They were going to fake the extra point, flip it out to Hilsinger. Does he have the edge? He does not! Beckett Bush right there to stop him. He is 1 yard short, and East will keep the lead.
Aggression finally does not pay off for Oak Hills. Just backfiring on them there. East defense, great job shutting down that trick 2-point conversion there. And now, if you could score and potentially go up 8 points, just a huge stop there on that 2-point conversion attempt.
Man, talk about being aggressive. I mean, Oak Hills has been aggressive all day. They've tried multiple onside kicks, converted on one of them, going for a fake extra point that time, almost got there. Man, what a game this has been. And now if you're East, though, you might want to think about, if you do score on this drive, do you go for 2 to just go up by 2 scores? This Oak Hills defense has not had any answers for this East offense. We will have to see, though, as Hilsinger, after taking a hit from Beckett Bush, is out there to kick this one away. Ryder Hooks, fresh off of his 4th touchdown of the game, been on one of the most dominant 4-game runs I've ever seen. Playing about as best as you can here late in the season. They are going to try a pooch kick. Carter Jones is just going to call a fair catch. It's the smart play, and Carter Jones will corral it. So no muffed kickoff this time, as East will start with the ball at the 36-yard line.
And East, great starting field position here. If they can score, you have the potential to go up 8 or potentially 9 with the 2-point conversion. But so far, their offense has been electric tonight. Came all the way back. And Oak Hills trying to get a big stop here, down 1 late in this 3rd quarter.
Knutson going to give it to the man of the hour. Ryder Hooks trying to reverse fields now. Ryder Hooks has the edge. Pushed out of bounds after getting a first down. There's just no stopping Ryder Hooks for any defense. If East is able to survive and move on, St. X is going to have their hands full in the next game.
And any time you think you have Ryder Hooks tackled, just managing to find a way to escape. What an incredible play there by Ryder Hooks. 4 touchdowns on the night, and there's a reason that he's one of the top backs in the GMC.
So a flag is thrown. PJ McFarland is wide open again. Can he stiff arm a man? He will. To the house goes McFarland. We'll have to see what the flag is, though. This one could come back. We'll have to see. Still waiting on the call here. Didn't quite see any jumping. Knutson seems happy. It is going to stay a touchdown for Lakota East. So PJ McFarland gets another long touchdown as East goes up 7.
What a play there by East, just throwing that ball downfield, and with the chance to potentially go up 8 points here with an extra point. Just an incredible game here tonight. And PJ McFarland has been dangerous this year. They're trying to go up 8 points here with 1 minute and 6 seconds left in the third quarter. And a penalty flag flies in.
Encroachment on Oak Hills.
You got to wonder if they
motioning for the offense.
Might think about going for 2 here with that penalty.
This much closer, and the way Oak Hills has been moving the ball, going up 2 scores would be great. You're at the 1-yard line. Going to be an interesting play here. Already up 7, so really nothing to lose right now.
Got to think that Ryder Hooks is going to be involved in this play here. He's been a huge part of this offense tonight.
Knutson keeps it himself, finds PJ McFarland, and East goes up by 2 scores.
PJ McFarland, 2 huge plays in a row, and East, for the first time since the second quarter, regaining a 2-score lead. And Oak Hills in trouble here. Down 9 points with 1 minute and 6 seconds left in the third quarter. And just what a turn of events here tonight.
That 2-score lead could prove to be huge for East. We will just have to wait and see, though. We'll stay with you after that touchdown. This game has been way too fun to go on break.
And you got to wonder if Oak Hills is regretting that aggression that they had going for 2 there. Now you're down 9. You need to respond. This East offense has been on fire. And East, if they can get a stop on defense here, this would be huge. So Oak Hills, what will they do? They scored on their last drive, but you're still down 9 points now. And East did recover an onside kick on their last kickoff. This one, he's just going to send it back.
Really nice kick that time from A.J. Fitzstevens. No return allowed. Oak Hills going to be set up at the 25-yard line. So here we go again. East goes out there on defense. I think at this point in this game, if you're able to just get one stop, I mean, I can't believe my eyes. I'm seeing 49-40 with 1 minute left in the third quarter. Feels like this game has been going on forever, and we're still only in the third. But, man, it has been fun. This East defense has got to do something this drive, though.
And the East defense, just a huge opportunity here, trying to get a stop, trying to get your offense in a position to go up 2 scores. Oak Hills needs to respond here on this drive after that failed 2-point on their last drive. Down 9 now.
Schreiber Little slant to Cooper Sweet. He's going to gain about 6. Nothing more than that, though, as it'll bring up a 2nd down and 4.
Oak Hills has done a great job staying disciplined so far, but they need to score. Cannot run as much clock as they have earlier in this half, but so far they've been able to drive down the field. Just that failed 2-point really turned the momentum of this game.
Sweet goes into motion. They'll hand it off up the middle to Emmett Johnson, who will not get the first down, but it will be a 3rd and short situation once again for Oak Hills. Bring up a 3rd down and 1. We've seen Oak Hills convert on this many times this game.
In Oak Hills, you got to wonder if they're just going to run it out to the 4th quarter here. Time ticking, and it's going to be a big 3rd down at the start of the 4th.
Time will tick away in this 3rd quarter. We finally hit the 4th quarter. Your score, 49-40 in the Hawks' Nest. We'll step away and see you at the start of the 4th.
Hey Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart-pounding plays, and what to watch as the playoffs approach. Let's dive in. First in, Friday night's Gridiron Showdown, Lakota East versus Middletown. The Thunderhawks struggled to get the offense going, falling 27-6 to the Middies. With the loss, the Hawks advanced to 4-3 on the season. Defensively, Cole Miranda led.
We're back now in the Hawks' Nest. Lincoln Schreiber in this Oak Hills offense. On a 3rd down and 1, they will give it up the middle to Emmett Johnson, who will pick up a 1st down. So move the chains for Oak Hills. Another nice run from number 13.
Nice job by Emmett Johnson just finding that gap in the line there, and a big 3rd down conversion for Oak Hills here. They need to score on this drive, down 2 possessions. And with time continuing to run here in this 4th quarter, see what they can drop here on 1st down.
Schreiber drops back now, steps up. Hit by Xavier Warren, still dragging defenders for another chunk run. How many times have we seen that? Schreiber looks like he's swallowed up, looks like he's going to get no gain, and then just fights for as much as he can. He is putting the team on his back right now, just doing everything he can. Does not want to go out in the 1st round of this playoffs. Schreiber's been balling tonight, man.
And Schreiber's just putting his body on the line on every play. He's been extending plays, running with the ball, just keeping Oak Hills in this game here. What a tough game he's played tonight.
Schreiber going to look again deep, trying to find Cordell Ball, who will make a nice catch over the top of Jaden Say. What a night he's had as well. Just a sophomore and already probably the best receiver in the GMC.
What a grab by Cordell Ball here. Did not give up in the play, and Oak Hills just continuing to move down the field here. What a nice throw by Schreiber there. He has really been incredible since that interception earlier in the 2nd quarter. And Oak Hills driving, trying to cut this game down to a 1-score lead. And this East defense really wishing they could get a stop here.
Sweet will go into motion. Emmett Johnson keeps it himself. Carter Fosnaw, Dalton Cheney all over it, but he will pick up another nice gain Another little chunk run. 2nd down and 7 coming up.
Oak Hill's just continuing to stay disciplined, continuing to pick up yards and make it short 3rd down yardage. And on 2nd down and 8 here, time running out. You got to take advantage of every opportunity that you've got. And so far on this drive, they have been incredible. Just trying to find the end zone here.
Schreiber fakes it. Pitches it out to McFarland. Going to break a tackle of Carson Schroer and roll for a 1st down. They may say he's just short. They will say he's just short. So 3rd down and inches now for Oak Hills. Hard to believe they're not going to pick this one up, though.
And Oak Hills has done a great job running the football tonight here. Wouldn't be surprised if they just ran it up the middle. And a 3rd down for Oak Hills. Trying to pick up a big 1st down, trying to score here.
Here we go. They do. They give it to Johnson, who will carry defenders to the 11-yard line. So just a yard short of goal line situation. Oak Hills will be able to pick up a 1st down if they get close to the end zone, but another short 3rd down conversion for Emmett Johnson, who has just been spectacular tonight on the ground, as Will White will check in for him.
And both of these defenses have just gotten pushed around here tonight so far. Oak Hills only about 11 yards away from scoring here. Trying to make it a 1-score game. And just what an offensive shootout that we've seen here tonight.
Schreiber will give it to White. Hit by Dawson Reap, and Toda won't pick up much. 2nd down and 7 now.
Can still get a 1st down here, but pretty much a 2nd down and goal situation here. And Oak Hills trying to continue their dominance on offense here. East backed up once again in the shadow of their own goal line. Can they get a stop here?
Schreiber gonna look to throw. Gonna throw a fade ball back of the end zone. Aaron McFarland can't reel it in. Great coverage from Carter Jones that time, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 now.
Carter Jones, what a job breaking up that pass here. And now 3rd down and 7. Okay.
All we need to hear from this East defense is a stop.
Whopper, 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 Junior Bacon, Chicken, Whopper, we got all. I suffer from type 1 diabetes. That's why I take Zerol.
If you need help with that, call 1-800-5800-6700 at gmail.com.
Side effects may include vomiting, nausea, childbirth defects.
We should be back. Man. Whole stream just crashed and froze. That hasn't happened all year for us. Not at least to that extent. I'll try to fill you in the best that I can. So clock man is going to try and get everything going.
So Oak
Last
Hills,
time we left off, Oak Hills was driving. East was up 49-47. Lincoln Schreiber had to throw a dangerous pass on third down. Both Ryder Hooks and Beckett Bush went up for the interception. Should have been an easy interception. Just like in baseball when two kids don't yell, "I got it." They collided and the ball bounced right into the hands of Cordell Ball. Oak Hills went and scored a touchdown off of that. It made it 47-49. East was able to drive down the field, but a defense finally made a stop, and East was forced to kick a field goal. So now we are back. Oak Hills, 4 minutes, 55 seconds left. East holding on to a 5-point lead. A touchdown would put Oak Hills on top. This game has just been crazy.
And with the way Oak Hills has been running the ball and just chewing up this clock.
There goes Schreiber once again, a third down run for Lincoln Schreiber. He will be close to a first down, and they say he will get it. Carter Jones came in on the tackle. So dangerous spot now for East as a touchdown, which almost seems inevitable at this point for Oak Hills, would put them on top, but back them up 10 yards as it'll be holding on Oak Hills.
Just a huge break for this Lakota East defense here. And Oak Hills, the way that they have been moving the ball and the way that they have been chewing clock tonight, you got to think this is pretty much go big or go home right here on this drive for Oak Hills with 4:47 left in the fourth. But that penalty backs them up 10 yards after a nice pickup. Schreiber trying to put his guys back in position.
Schreiber now has to drop back. First and long. Gonna run it once again. Tackled from behind by Carter Fosnov. Takes a hard hit though, but gets back up on his feet. He has been fighting this whole game. Very nice run on first down, and now it's 2nd down and 6.
And Lincoln Schreiber, he has just put his body on the line to keep his team in this game. And with 4 minutes and about 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Oak Hills with the chance to potentially go down the field and win this game, trying to run the clock out and score. Schreiber put his body on the line here tonight.
Schreiber under pressure again, has to throw it way out of bounds. Incomplete pass will bring up a 3rd and 6. Only 3 minutes, 52 seconds left in this game. This one is going to come down to the wire.
Lakota East finally trying to get a stop on defense here. There are guys running off the field. And Oak Hills, this is going to be huge. You got to think this is the last possession that they're going to get on offense here tonight. And they need to pick up this 3rd down if they want to keep this game alive. Down 5 points with 3:52 left in playoff football round 1. Oak Hills, can they pick up a first down here on 3rd down and 7?
Schreiber gonna drop back, has to roll to his right again. Chased by Carson Troy. He will get the throw off. It is knocked away by Carter Jones. Bring up 4th down.
and Schreiber did everything he could to try to extend that play, but this East defense just showing absolute resilience, knocking that pass away, and it is going to bring up the biggest fourth down of the night so far. Oak Hills has done a great job on fourth down so far tonight. They converted a 4th and goal. This is the biggest one yet, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive here. And what do you do if you're Oak Hills here?
I think you definitely have to air this out. I'm looking at Cordell Ball, outside coverage, Chris Leverett, press coverage on him. We'll see, 4th down and 6. Everyone on their feet. Schreiber drops back, throws it over the middle. Ball batted up. Cole Miranda might have the pick, but a flag will fly. Refs might be calling PI on this one.
And this is just a huge flag. Let's see who this is on here.
Signaling holding, but would not be surprised to see it called on East. We'll see what the call is.
Another costly penalty for this East defense here. Gives Oak Hills a fresh set of downs on 4th down. And you cannot hold on 4th down there.
Man, that is the game right there. They didn't know if Cole Miranda could get his hands under it or not, but nonetheless, it would have been a turnover, and East would have had possession. So a free 1st down for Oak Hills. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left. East crowd still trying to get loud. Go right up the middle to Emmett Johnson, who has a hole again. Hit hard, but will get a nice gain. Oak Hills has done such a good job at getting the head of the chains on 1st down. They've been able to get chunk plays when they need to. Man, they've been tearing East up tonight.
And if you're Lakota East, at what point do you start thinking about calling those timeouts? Oak Hills just running clock and continuing to move down the field. Got that huge break on 4th down here. Going to be 2nd down and 2 with 3:11 left to go in the 4th.
Schreiber going to give it once again to Johnson, who will have another 1st down. Pile drived past the 40-yard line. It's close to the 35, but move the chains for Oak Hills.
And now under 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go here. Oak Hills keeping this drive alive, trying to win the game here. And Lakota East, this is a huge drive on defense for the Thunderhawks. You need to get a stop here. This is win or go home for this Lakota East defense.
Schreiber fakes the give, takes it himself. Doesn't get anywhere. Dawson Reap right there to tackle him behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Dawson Reap with a solo tackle for loss on that one. 2nd down and 11. Clock is ticking, though, getting closer to going under 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left. And running. Clock does not stop at the 2-minute mark. East still with 3 timeouts. Like you said, wonder if they might start calling them. Oak Hills has to score a touchdown on this drive. Schreiber drops back, looks for his man downfield. Aaron McFarland can't get it. And great coverage from Cole Miranda and bring up 3rd down.
What a great job by Cole Miranda breaking up that pass. No flags in the play there. And it is going to be 3rd down and 11 with 2 minutes left in the game. A must-needed stop here for this Lakota East defense. Gotta wonder, you gotta put pressure on the quarterback here. Schreiber has just been able to extend plays with his legs here tonight so far. And this is going to be a huge 3rd down. 2 minutes left to go. East has not been able to really get a stop here all night so far. And a timeout called.
Timeout called by Oak Hills. 2 minutes left in the game. We're going to step away for just a moment. We'll be back in a sec. Or not. Why can't I go to break? Hold on. What?
Thunderhawk fans, Weston Glass and Madeline Scheiper here, bringing you all the action from the Lakota East Athletics. We've got a lot to cover. Big wins, heart-pounding plays, and what to watch is the
We welcome you back into the Hawks' nest. 3rd down and 11. Season on the line for both of these teams. Schreiber gonna go the outside to ball. Who's gonna look to throw? Doesn't have anyone downfield to throw it anyways. Dawson Reap in coverage, knocks it away. Almost picked off, but it'll bring up a 4th down and 11. And now it is do or die for Oak Hills.
This is it. 4th down and 11 with a minute 52 left to go in this ball game, and Oak Hills needing a miracle here to try to keep this game alive, try to keep their playoff hopes alive. And Lakota East defense finally getting some stops here. The crowd really getting into it. This is it. 4th down and 11.
Hearts racing. This game has been crazy. Schreiber drops back. Pressured by PJ McFarland. McFarland can't quite get him. Schreiber gonna have to throw it. It is incomplete. No flag. And East will take over.
That'll do it. And Lakota East, a minute 44.
Not quite over. It
Still
goes a long way. Cordell Ball wanted a free 1st down. Finally doesn't get it. Flags fly by the Oak Hill side. Might be calling a flag on Oak Hills. Might have said something to the ref after that one. But when East needed it most, the defense stepped up and they got it done. It is a penalty on Oak Hills, so push the ball even further. I think with 1 1st down, Alex, this game is over.
And East, they've been able to do it all night. Just need 1 1st down to win this thing here and try to make it the 2nd straight year in a row that East will win a 1st round playoff game. What an incredible turnaround for this program. East just needs to pick up 1 1st down and they could call it a night here. And a flag comes in.
Fly once again. Signaling on East, maybe a little too jumpy to try and put the game away. It is on East. So now that 1st down that they need is 5 yards harder. Going to be on PJ McFarland that time. Had an absolutely stellar night, making plays on both offense, defense, and special teams. Recovered an onside kick. It's caught 2 touchdowns. Put the pressure on Schreiber on that last 4th down play.
In Oak Hills, they only have 2 timeouts left. So even if they do get a chance to try and win this game on offense again, they're not going to have much time here. East trying to run this thing out.
Ryder Hooks finds a hole. Ryder Hooks could do it. He will. Ryder Hooks into the clear. He is gone. Ball game.
What a night for Ryder Hooks here. And Lakota East closing out an incredible game here tonight. East with 58 points on offense. Scoreboard showing 52 for some reason.
And oh my goodness, are they going to call a flag? Definitely will be on the celebration. So the touchdown will stand. What a night for Ryder Hooks. Said that about 5 weeks in a row now.
And pending a miracle, Lakota East, 2 years in a row winning a 1st round playoff game, just fought their way back after going down 7 after a 21-point scoring drive from Oak Hills. Absolutely no defense tonight except for when they needed it most. In Lakota East, another penalty.
More
it looks
stoppage. Just can we get on with the game?
Oak Hills frustrated there after that big run by Lakota East.
That is Julian Harris, who is very upset. Tossing a player out of the field as Miles Cunningham that they just tossed out of the game. Could have been something he said, not quite sure, but definitely a lot of frustration if you're Oak Hills, especially if you're on the offensive side. Played such a good game and just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and
this one's been insane. So obviously you understand the frustration, but just can't do it.
How could you not be frustrated giving up 58 points to this Lakota East offense and still staying in this game? Oak Hills, just a rough way to end their season here, pending a miracle, but Lakota East trying to extend it to a 12-point lead with a minute 34 left in this ball game.
Stevens' extra point is up and good. So every time his foot
and
has touched the
ball. And a fight is breaking out in the field.
Oh,
flags are thrown all over the place.
Why are we fighting?
The game is...
It's too much over to be fighting like this. I understand frustration, but it's just bad sportsmanship from Oak Hills.
Yeah, and Oak Hills, I understand the frustration, but you got to put that out on the field, not out on the other players. With the minute 34 left in this game, only 2 timeouts for Oak Hills, there's really just not much they can do. So you just got to be a good sport and, lose with class. But just built up frustration from the duration of this game.
So there is personal fouls on both teams, so don't want to put all the blame on Oak Hills. Definitely could have been some East players jawing. The penalties
East
offset, and this game is pretty much over, 59-47. Stay with you for this last minute and 34. What a game this has been. Definitely the best game that I've ever called up here in the booth over my 2 years. My goodness. Obviously very fun when your home team comes out on top, but got to give a lot of credit to this Oak Hills team. Man, that offense, East defense had no answers. Lincoln Schreiber, who was throwing the ball all over the field. Cordell Ball was making East defenders look silly. But man, nobody has been able to stop Ryder Hooks these past 5 games. He has just dominated every single game, improving his case every single week of why he should be Mr. Ohio for football. Just an incredible senior season from Ryder Hooks.
Lakota East going to go on the road at St. X next week. Going to be a huge game. Really need to clean things up on defense here, but their offense just came out throwing punches the whole entire night. And Ryder Hooks, what an incredible night for him here today. And Lakota East, 59 points on offense. Just an incredible game here tonight.
It's Stevens will boot that all the way into the back of the end zone. Cordell Ball will not get a return. So Schreiber, this Oak Hills offense, will go back out most likely one last time to try and put something on the board. This game not quite over. Could get the touchdown and an onside kick. You saw him get one earlier, but going to be a miracle like you said.
Still 2 timeouts left for Oak Hills, but they need to go down the field right now. But Schreiber has been incredible at extending plays here tonight. This is just going to be a huge task for him. Pretty much impossible, but you never know. Friday Night Lights football in the playoffs, anything can happen.
Schreiber will drop back. Steps up once again on first down. Just going to fling it out and picked off by Ryder Hooks. A flag is on the other side of the field. So this might come back, but Ryder Hooks will get his 3rd interception of the year. The penalty will be picked up. It will not matter. East going to take over. Going to be able to just kneel this clock out. Ryder Hooks ends his historic playoff night.
And who else to finish this game but Ryder Hooks? He has had an incredible night today here, and he has certainly established his case to be Mr. Ohio. And Lakota East will move on to play St. X. A huge task ahead of them, but anything is possible for this Lakota East team with the fight that they have shown this season, finally knocking off their rivals for the first time since 2018 last week, and now second straight year in a row winning a first-round playoff game. Last year they fell to the hands of Moeller, who is just a juggernaut of a squad. But so far, I mean, you just got to wonder if anything is possible here. And this Lakota East team looks even better than they did last year.
Yeah, both of these playoff games, I mean, last year you had the offensive explosion from Ryder Hooks. This year you have it again as Hooks gets it on the outside. Will be tackled down for a loss as Anthony Young on the tackle. So that'll hurt his average just a little bit.
And Lakota East calling a timeout.
Was it?
I think the clock has stopped. Oh, Oak Hills called a timeout. Sorry for the confusion, but
yeah.
I just don't really see the point of calling a timeout here this late in this game. But
well, they definitely still have a chance at the very least. You know, you call a timeout now, they should only have one left if our scoreboard is right on the field. Minute 14, they call another play. Maybe you get a tackle. Clock stops again. Could have 20 seconds. It's a long shot. Like you said, it's a miracle, but this is the last time these seniors on this Oak Hills team are going to get to step on a high school football field, so don't want to let the clock just run out on them. Let them play as many downs as they can.
And on Halloween night, Lakota East just a couple of plays away from winning yet another playoff game, second straight year in a row. Just a spooky night for this Oak Hills defense here.
Hooks keeps it himself, gets a nice gain again. And how fitting. Halloween night, been a lot of scares in this game for both sides, especially for East.
And it seems like there have just been so many crazy plays. That tip pass in the end zone should have been an interception, was instead caught.
Fortunately, we did not get that. Still very upset that our stream just decided to froze. Appreciate everybody sticking through with us through it all the problems we've had. Been fortunate enough to overcome most of them. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone here up in the booth, 2 cameramen up top. Everybody pitches in. It's a great effort to get these streams up for you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. You're the reason why we do this. It's been a fun night here in the Hawks Nest. East looks to salt this away. A lot of Oak Hills fans filing out. They know that this game is anything but over. And they will get Oak Hills to jump. So push them up 5 yards. It'll remain third down.
You got to wonder how many penalties have been called in this game so far tonight. It just seems like there's been a penalty on every other play. And Oak Hills does not matter much at this point of the game, but still, another penalty on Oak Hills on this defense here. And Lakota East is going to have a 3rd down and 4. Minute 3 left to go in this game. First down ends it right here.
First down will put this game away for good. Oak Hills, no timeouts left. Hooks will keep it himself, trying to make people miss. He will be close to getting to the outside, but he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Stays on his feet, but it will not matter. 4th down and 4 now. Not be surprised to see this East offense stay out on the field.
And Oak Hills all out of timeouts. You got to wonder if they could just take it down as far as they can and try to throw it into the air and end this game here. But with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, clock is running, 27. 10-second difference between game clock and the play clock.
Honestly, I would just snap the ball and run around if you're Lakota East here.
Don't want to hurt your average, though.
Just chuck it up in the air.
Could see an Aaron Rodgers-esque chuck up. East will take a timeout. We'll stay with you. This game could be all but over. You might be right. We could see now Knutson just sail this ball into the end zone, trying to take all the seconds off the clock. Who knows? Maybe Jaden Say will run under it and catch it, but this game is all but over with six seconds left. Really quickly, want to give a big shout out to all of our athletic boosters, Butler Tech, for supplying us with all this equipment to get these streams up, and of course you, the viewer, for watching us. I've been Beck Lucas with Alex Tipton.
Grateful to be with you folks here tonight. Just an incredible playoff game to call here in Lakota East, trying to carry this into their matchup at St. X. Going to be a really fun game to watch next week.
Yeah, we will get you live coverage of that St. X game. Might have to do the same thing we did this week. Knutson will just drop back, fling it deep to the end zone. Will be a throw to Chris Boyer. I believe it will be picked off by Cordell Ball. They might count that, they might not, but it does not matter. The clock runs out and East survives a spooky game on Halloween night. 59-47. They win a playoff game against the Oak Hills Highlanders, and they move on to play St. X in St. X. We hope to see you there next week. Once again, thank you all for watching. Shout out to our boosters and Butler Tech. We will see you. Have a good night.